Just what is it that you want to do?
Well, we want to be free. We want to be free to do what we want to do. And we want to get loaded. And we want to have a good time. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to have a good time. We're going to have a party.
Alright, we are back here with some Fortnite. Look how beautiful that all kind of synced together. Making it look like a professional show here. I always love that speech, you know, we're here to get loaded and we're here to have a good time, you know what I mean? What else is there if that's it, you know what I mean? So let's check out our quests. Again, the Star Wars stuff, we're very close, so we're gonna, yeah, this is definitely the one we're going for. I guess you do actually have to get all of the, hello Pizza Boy at 10, how goes it my friend? So, okay, Fall of the Republic, begun the Clone Wars have, so we have to do this bullshit. Yeah, we'll do the kinetic ore thing, and then we'll see where that gets us, alright? Let's not get too distracted, but yeah, hello Pizza Boy at 10. It goes good, how about you? Good, I listened to my one of my favorite podcasts, Knockback, this morning. Played some Fortnite, saved the world, so overall, really good. You know, just a kind of a very chill morning, had a big pizza for breakfast, so it goes really well. Are you playing Rocket League tomorrow? I am playing Rocket League tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, we return to putting balls in holes. So yes, we will be playing Rocket League, and of course you can get down with that. But yeah, it's the Bridesmaid. It got second in the voting, and again, remember, voting is still open right now. You can vote for next week's game. I don't think Rocket League is on the ballot. My rule is if the game either wins Bridesmaid or the act, like Fortnite and Rocket League can't be nominated for next week just because we already did it this week. But yeah, no, that election is still going on here. I'll put it in the chat. Again, you don't have to vote if you don't want. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Pizza Boy at 10. You're already ahead of the curve. But yeah, no, I'm trying to let you guys decide more. Because again, like I always say, you guys run this show. The only thing I won't really let you guys pick is just a single-player game. Because I feel like you guys would be cruel and pick like, you know, what do you call it? Like Dark Souls or something like that. Or pick Cuphead again. You know, but I don't know. I feel like the single-player stuff, you have to be really in the mood for a lot of that stuff, so you know what I mean? So, like, for the multiplayer stuff, it's pretty chill. Like, I can pretty much jump into anything. I'm not too worried about that. But when it comes to that single-player stuff, I don't know, I'm very peculiar? Oh my god. Particular? There we go, that works. That's not exactly what I wanted, particular about what I want to play and stuff like that. As we've been making our way through Pokemon, we've actually kind of been fucking crushing Pokemon as of late. Having a good time with that. What have I? I've almost done with all the gyms. I have like one gym left, I think. Maybe two, but I've been having a good old time with it. And I do think it's my favorite Pokemon on a purely, like, what do you call it? Structure-wise. Like the fact that it is so open and... Can I join you? Yes, you can. That's 100%. Join me after this game right here. But yeah, you totally can join me. That's what the morning streams are for, man. We're supposed to be playing Fortnite together, Rocket League together, and just chilling, talking about whatever. Oh fuck, maybe talk about movies. I don't know. Talk about video games. Whatever pops into your mind. Oh no. Well, hey, look at that. Ask and you shall receive. Terrible, absolutely terrible. William. Alright, if you want to join me, you can. I'll send you an invite. Can I invite friend? No, okay. If you want to get on right now, you can. If you can't get on exactly right now, let me know. I give you till 10:10 to join me here before I start the next match. But yeah, you can totally join me. That's what the mornings are for us to play together and whatnot. Yeah, the podcast I was listening to was talking about Spirited Away. I had seen Spirited Away a long time ago, but then I rewatched it as an adult with my brother. We really enjoyed it. It's a really good movie. I think there's a lot of good lessons. I always think about what is the message this movie is trying to send, regardless if it's like a political message or just like a message for life or whatever. And I think Spirited Away's message, at least to me, is kind of like a child. I can't get on, but I did not expect you to die right away, though. Oh, okay. Do you want me to start another match, or... I always do bad in the beginning. I always do really bad in the beginning. It's just always how it goes. Should I do another match or should I wait for you? Oh, there we go. All right. You answered my question. So, invite to party. And then I will set this to duos. Again, it's wild they killed off trios. Wild to me. It's very odd. We got this Christmas music. It reminds me of that Into the Spider-Verse song. You know what I mean? When, what is it? Peter B. Parker is singing. Fantastic movie I'm really excited about. Into the Spider-Verse 2. I'm cautiously optimistic because I just love that first Spider-Man movie so much. And I am worried they're going to mess it up. I don't want to think they'll mess it up, but I have a bad feeling that they will. Well, not a bad feeling that they will, but just like I'm worried because it's like the first movie was so goddamn good. And then like trying to follow that up is such a hard task, you know what I mean? It's such a hard thing to do. Like imagine writing like an A+ paper in your English class and you have to do it again right away. I would say the only thing what's kind of harder in my opinion is like the Halo games where they had, what was it? They, you know, with 343, they had to follow somebody who wrote like 3 pitch-perfect video games and write a 4th one, what was just as good as the other 3. I think 343 does get a lot of shit, maybe deserved and undeserved. I think Halo 4 is fucking awesome. My favorite campaign up until Infinite. Again, my top 2 favorite Halo games of all time is Halo Infinite and Halo 4. I'm much more of a fan of the 343 Industries side of Halo. Like, don't get me wrong, the gameplay is probably better than the first 3 Halos. And Reach. But the story, like the gameplay isn't that much of a step down in it. I think it would be kind of better, honestly, in Infinite. But then it's just like the story, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't give a shit about Master Chief. I didn't understand the obsession with Master Chief until we got, you know, Halo Infinite and whatnot. So, again, and it was also, I could tell it was the best Halo game in a way because I had a lot of people, a lot of friends of mine, would never touched Halo with a 10-foot pole, and then all of a sudden they were into Halo, and it was after Infinite. They played Infinite, and it really just grabbed onto them, and I think that's such a good sign of, like, quality. When a franchise as old as Halo, a new game comes out, and it pulls new people in. I just think that's such a hard pitch. Such a hard thing to do, especially when you're not even the original studio. You know, it's one thing for Infinity Ward to reinvent Modern Warfare again, because they made the original, but to not even have the claim or the stake to say, we made the original. Space Snake, yeah, and Space Jazz or whatever. I always love the Rick and Morty episodes, Mechanical Enigma, where like Morty does something and he just doesn't realize the repercussions of what he's done, whether it be the, you know, exiting the car when Rick's changing the flat tire, or or like the whole like checkpoint system, how he just killed like hundreds of Mortys and stuff. I can do a pretty decent Rick impression. I don't know if I've ever shown you that, but I can do a pretty good one. Decent one. I'll say a decent one. But yeah, no, Space Snake is the shit. Anytime you can get a cel-shaded thing in Fortnite, I'm all about that life. Rick and Morty is still really fucking good. I'm not caring for all the incest stuff in the newer seasons. My friend actually makes fun of me for that. But I'm like, I don't know, man. That just seems weird at a certain point. Like, one joke's alright, but like 2 or 3, 5 jokes about just incest babies and shit. I don't know about that, man. I don't know about that. But I still really do like Rick and Morty. And also Keith David as the president. Like, come on. You can't get better than Keith David. I do love, like, all the side characters of Rick and Morty. I think I like the side characters more than I actually like Rick or Morty, where, like, Gluty is so fun. Bird Person. I love Bird Person. It's anything to do. Bird Person is so funny. Like, Dan Harmon's this, like, super sterile voice. Like, that is a dick move. I can't do a good Bird Person. But, like, all the side... Or Noob Noob. I love Noob Noob. Probably more than the average guy. So, like, I love all that shit. I love all the little side characters from Rick and Morty. Again, it's easy to pick on Rick and Morty, but it's not as bad as, like, the Fortnite pickage, where, like, people really go out of their way to shit on Fortnite. It's not like that with Rick and Morty for sure, but still definitely a little bit there. I do think they have, like, a rough go of things with the fan base and stuff. I'm coming, Pizza Boy, at 10. I will try to revive you. Or at least avenge you. I will try to reboot you, but at least I will avenge you, if anything. Bare minimum. As I run around with my Sour Patch fucking assault rifle. Look at that, looking like a fucking pro, man. Cannot be stopped. And I got a new loading screen for being a badass. It's kind of like what my mom always said about deer. Look out for their friend. Don't look out for the one that crosses the road. And that's kind of how that went right there. You know, if I would have been paying attention to the guy on the ground, I would have just got. Alright, let's get Pizza Boya's reboot card and get that guy back up and... Oh wait, shit, I gotta use it again. Bandages just suck so fucking much. Oh my god, I don't really ever use bandages, so I don't even know how bad they are until you actually have to use them. Okay, let's get... Oh shit, is there a reboot van? Oh, I thought there was gonna be a reboot van, like, right there. I'm like, that was fucking easy. All I had to do was walk right outside and I was golden. Alright, let's get Pizza Boy a 10 back up here. And continue on our merry way. I will say I did change the schedule slightly. We're going to be streaming at 4 o'clock my time, an hour earlier. And the streams I think are only going to be about 3 hours apiece. Because I feel like, you know, going into that third hour, I'm always just kind of like... I feel like I'm always just kind of dead. I don't think I'm doing a good job of streaming anyway. So, I think it makes sense. And also, I don't want to get really burnt out of streaming or whatnot. I do have plans to add more stuff, of course. Like, I do want to do, like, at some point a community hangout where we can talk, you know, voice chat and stuff like that. Again, I just don't want to do that on my channel just because if one of you guys say the forbidden words, any of them, I'm totally just boned. So, yeah, we'll definitely add, like, a community day at some point. But I do want to have one more stream. Not sure I'm going to put it or not until I really decide, but I want to have another stream about, just like a free space, right? Just stream whatever I feel like, whether it be like the new Starship Troopers game, or maybe it's AI battles or something like that. I'm just trying to figure out where I should really place that. I tried to do this stuff with somewhat of a plan. I will admit that a lot of it just kind of happens or whatever, but I try to like have, you know, some level of organization and whatnot. It may not look like that, especially if you look at the background. Okay, here you go, Pizza Boy at 10. Hey, here, do you, take these shields. Maybe. Alright, I'll try to throw them at you again. I'm trying to be like a motherly, or a fatherly figure in Pizza Boy 10's life here by trying to give him these fucking... Give him his NyQuil, what he needs to be successful, you know what I mean? Yeah, here we go. There we go. Hopefully that should capture his attention. Also, it's kind of cool having the metal wings on him. On my duck here. I need to pee. Be right back. I will protect you, Pizza Boy at 10, to the best of my ability. I won't promise you perfection, but I will promise you a worthy attempt, at least, at trying to save your life. Oh man, the storm's coming in. Well, Pizza Boy 10, hopefully you find those shields. I'm dipping the fuck out, man. I ain't gonna be dying today, that's for sure. Fuck that noise. Yeah, Pizza Boy at 10 might be gone. You better hurry up. Yeah, the storm's engulfing him. A true United Kingdom hero we're about to lose there. I'm a little worried about myself, to be honest. He might make it. I don't know if he really would have to show up, like, right now. Because, again, every second he's gone, it's just going to get worse and worse. If he's going to make it, it's going to be barely, but... The storm is brutal, man. The storm is fucking brutal. I lost, what was it? I lost a match yesterday because... I fucking, just got stuck out in the storm, and it was just like, god damn it. I was so close to victory. And then I failed epically on an epic scale. Also, I'm not sure what that's all about. That scary thundering out into the distance. I'm not about that life. Okay, let's see what we got here. Let's get to the medium ammo. Oh my god, what is happening? Is that like a hurricane? Is that a tornado? I have no idea what the fuck is going on. Oh shit, Pizza Boy is at 10's alive again. I can give him my bandages if he can make it. If anything, he'll be able to crawl out here. Worst case scenario. Oh, he's got a med pack. I think he got a med pack. Yeah, there we go. I'm so happy you didn't die. I really thought you were kind of SOL there. I abandoned you, to be honest. I think you would have done the same thing. I would have expected you to do the same thing in that scenario. I always tell my friends, if it's a Death by Daylight situation where you're fighting some mythical being or mythical monster or whatever, you know, dip the fuck out. Abandon my ass. Get rid of me, man. Get rid of me. Like, I don't blame you. I would do the same thing. I would abandon all my friends in a heartbeat. If Jason Voorhees is chasing us, you better believe it. If it's, like, it's a different thing. If it's a mortal man, then it's like, maybe. But if it's like some mythical thing like the Ring or something like that, I'm definitely not going to be fucking with that. Also, I'm going to try to use this med kit before I'm out of time. It's going to be close. I'm going to have to just run for it. I made it last time, so we'll see if I can make it again. Yeah, it sucks. We don't have any vehicles or anything either. Gosh darn it. No shit, you just put someone down on the ground. Boy, just be breaking shit while we run away for our lives. Oh fuck, Jesus, don't scare me like that, man. Don't be doing office pops. Office pops freaking me the F out. Ooh, there we go. I'll take that, if you're not gonna take it. Oh fuck, the storm's coming in though. I probably should have not just left those bandages, but what are you gonna do? You know what I mean? They're not worth it. They're not worth it for sure. I'm coming in a second, Pizza Boy 10. Ooh, Pizza Boy 10 just found something. Ooh, I'll take that. I will take that, no problem. Also here let me select my X-Men abilities. I do really like these. I really do like the X-Men abilities and like... It's a cool gimmick. It's a good gimmick, you know what I mean? I'm all about that life. Also here you go. Hey, Pizza Boy. Pizza Boy 10. Check this out. Here, you can have this. I got the DMR, man. I don't need anything else. I don't know if you want that or not. Here, I'll put my guns over here. Yeah, I think we're doing good so far. We got a good solid thing of weapons. Ooh, medkit spray. I'll take that any day of the week. A purple assault rifle. It's 2 colors higher than my Cobra DMR. As much as I like the Cobra DMR, 2 colors is a little ridiculous to keep it around. It's kind of like nepotism at that point. That's just a blue assault rifle. Nothing. Doesn't really do too much for me. Ooh, but that does a lot for me. Look at that. The DMR is back in business. We'll drop this bad boy, put this dude over here, and then put the medkit here, and then put that there. Alright, there we go. Now my... oh, shit. fuck, we are under attack. This is not good. This is not good. Oh shit, Pizza Boy at 10. He definitely had a buddy if he didn't kill his buddy too. I'll definitely pick this bad boy up. Ooh, Pizza Boy 10 got a... Oh, I know I need to get that. Ah, fuck it. We'll use these. I'm not a huge fan of these, but I need to get that quest done. Oh my god. Go, 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 go. Run, run. Okay. We'll kick out this shotgun. I need to use my health pack, if anything. I'm in rough shape right now. I don't even have that anything for shields or anything like that either. Okay, so let's shield up. I think Pizza Boy at 10 is going to the Star Wars Academy here to get a force move and whatnot. Not the worst call at all. It's a good melee weapon. You definitely fuck people up with it. Also, it'd be kind of cool if the squad counter, if we could see how many squads there are left just by looking at the top right-hand corner. Like maybe put like just like a squad number in front of the timer or something like that. I think that'd be really nice to know. Honestly, you wouldn't even have to do like a new logo or anything. You would just take the logo from the far right, you know, the one with the like little, like what tells you how many your team has killed, and just take out the aiming thing above it, and then just make the like 3 people or whatever be the logo for that. It would be really funny though nowadays, since trios isn't a thing, and the thing that represents how many squads are left would be 3 people, which would be funny. But still, I think I would appreciate that, because again, like we have to look at the fucking map just to see how many squads are left, which is kind of lame. Also, I'm worried about this floating island. I've been gotten so many times by fucking bullshit island stuff like that. Pizza Boy at 10 is just flying all over the place. Crushing it. Crushing it with his lightsaber. Again, only in Fortnite could I be running around as an animatronic duck with a DMR, and my teammate is some shell-shaded dude with a lightsaber. You know what I mean? Only game in existence, as far as I know. Not many other games get that weird with it. They might get weird, but they aren't getting that weird. You know what I mean? Oh shit, we have somebody. Somebody is coming down on us. Oh, that sucks. It sucks that I kind of put the little marker down on him. I guess you can't put markers down on people who are, you know, like, what do you call it? Floating. Floating down, descending down to the ground. Oh shit, Pizza Boy at 10 here is wrong. Oh my god! I don't have any healing items. Oh no, I died. I'm a fucking idiot. Greetings. I think like Obi-Wan Kenobi's thing should be, hello there. At least that would make more sense. That'd be more on brand. At least it's something he actually said. Yeah, it's that fucking island, man. You just can't trust those. Like, gosh darn it. It's getting taken the F out. I'm not mad or anything. I'm just like, god damn it. It sucks though, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not raging, but I'm just like, oh man, it sucks that we were so close too. We were like in the top 10. Again, you gotta watch out for those heavy sniper guys, man, especially on that island. That island is just death. Like, if anybody with half a skill to shoot is on top of that bad boy, then it's just game over. I got silver 3. God damn it, Pizza Boy at 10. You're just out here killing it, man. Getting up those rank. I'm for sure. I think I'm still silver 2 or silver 1 or something like that. I'm definitely not that high in skill. I do like how they added skill stuff to Fortnite, but it does suck that they took away trios. What did it cost? you know, you ask Thanos, and it's like a quarter of everything, essentially. Not the whole entire game of Fortnite Battle Royale, but a quarter of it. And honestly, I keep paying for this because I'm very stubborn, but I gotta take off my jacket. I like wearing the jacket, I like the aesthetic, but I just get too sweaty, I get too gross, and then nobody wants to see that. I guess I've always banked on you guys not having smell-o-vision to be able to smell me. There are some days where I feel like I'm pretty rank. Maybe that's TMI or whatever, but I'm an honest dude, you know what I mean? I definitely want to go ape. I don't care for Beast Boy's, the look of Beast Boy when he's not a green gorilla. Also, that's an alliteration. But, like, I like it when Beast Boy's running around as a gorilla. That's the only reason I even got the skin. I didn't give a shit about, but, you know, I almost said Batista, but, you know, like Beast being green, I just did not give a shit. Okay, what are we doing? Let's go to Frenzy Fields. It's a little off the beaten path, but it's not super off the beaten path, you know what I mean? I'm trying to pick places where we won't just get tooken the F out immediately. You know, like whatever the tricky towers of this season is. Also, I don't care for this goo guy. I really like the one from with the goober or whatever, Goobly or whatever the fuck that guy's called. He doesn't have any metal or anything on him, but he still looks like a Rick and Morty character versus whatever the fuck this thing is. It's like some Frankenstein Pokemon monster-esque looking thing. Alright, yeah, let's shut this bad boy. Do we have any? Man, I am not finding shit. At least I have some healing items. I always feel so naked in Fortnite without a gun. Like, my blood pressure goes down about half when I have a weapon to defend myself. All I think whenever I say, like, I need a weapon, I just think of, like, the Matrix with Neo. I need guns. Lots of guns. Good movie. Good movie. Easily the best Matrix movie. Like, it's not even close. I do think Matrix 4 had a lot of potential. I think that could have been a lot cooler of an idea. If it would have just been, like, a little executed a little more properly, I think it really could have been something special. Alright, let's pick up this shield potion. I always say shield's really nice to have, especially in these early matches. It's nice to have shield. Something's going down somewhere. Oh shit. Alright, I'm coming, Pizza Boy 10. I'm coming. Again, it's always like what my mom said about deer. Don't look out for the deer crossing the road. Look out for its friend. Oh no, we are getting attacked from two sides now. This is a two-front war, which is twice as hard to fight. You would imagine as a... Fuck me. As a one-front... Oh my god, as a one-front war. God damn, this has been rough, dude. This has been rough so far. Nothing against you or anything. I'm playing like shit too, but it's been rough. Again, I don't know what it is. I think it's because it's the kind of the end of the season, maybe, and we're just getting like a huge rush of people. You know what I mean? Like, it's a lot of people just trying to complete the battle quests and stuff, so like... Maybe, like, that's just causing such a big influx of characters. Like, you know, because you kind of get used to not having to, like... Because a lot of these build people just can't fucking shoot the broadside of a barn. So I'm just wondering if, like, a bunch of them are coming in here and, like, trying their asses off to, like, finish the battle pass and they just don't play. But, again, we're just having higher quality people rise or whatever. But, again, I don't know. Also, I hate how it's, like, radio silent now in between games. I think that really does kind of suck. Like, we just can't hear anything right now. But again, I think we'll do it. I think we'll pull it off. I think we'll get something going at least, you would hope. Just through sheer effing will, we will win a game today. Get a dub. Okay, okay. Let's look at what we got here. Frenzy Fields didn't work out for us. Let's go to the Shattered Swabs. We just gotta change it up. We just need to get way more off the beaten path. Give us some time to get some better equipment. Last game I'm playing, then I gotta play Rocket League. Okay, alright, man. Well, hey, if it works out like the previous games, it won't be that long. You know, I may not get any XP for it anymore, but I still think the bus driver, you know what I mean? He's doing God's work. No shit. Okay, let's go here. Let's go here. I jumped out. I jumped out. I jumped to your spot. Let's see what we can do. Yeah, we're just dropping right below the fucking... Right below... right, you know, what do you call it? We're just dropping right on top of the gas station. Might as well go to it. The gas station has been kind to us in the past, for sure, though. It's not totally unfounded as a method. Oh, fuck. Okay, here we go. Here we go. God damn. Alright, come on, come on. Ah, fuck. God damn it. I love men. God damn you, I love men. It's all up to Pizza Boy at 10. This has been rough. This has been a rough couple of fucking games, man. Alright, here we go. We're back. We're back. I just had to check something out real quick. Pizza Boy 10 is still alive. He is the last of the Mohicans. The last of our kind here. Let's see what he can do. Again, I have not been playing well at all today. Straight up getting my ass kicked here. Looking like a punk ass bitch, if you will. I'm not an asshole, but I'm definitely being an ass fuck. Which I think is a funnier word because, like, of course, asshole is a real thing, but ass fuck isn't. So I think it's just funnier to call somebody an ass fuck versus an asshole. But again, that's just my hot take on that. No shit, Pizza Boy would be humping the ground. Getting swifty with it, if you will. Alright, processing reason. Look at that, I'm coming back. Coming back better than ever. Oh shit. As I just run into a tree like a dipshit. Also, let's hire this guy. Let's see if this guy can be any use to us. Maybe he's a medic or something. If not, I'm already too deep into this idea. Oh, it's oh, he can give us ammo for stuff. So that's pretty fucking cool. You throwing down ammo, bro? If you are. Ooh, he gave us a Firefly jar. That's pretty fucking tits. We take those here. Yeah, let's pick up some weapons here. Move this around. What do we go here? Yeah, let's get Bloodhound. Awesome Possum. Where? Oh shit, where is Pizza Boy? Here, I'll use these real quick and then we'll... If you want to come over here, I can hook you up. I can hook you up, Pizza Boy. And look at that, man. Now we're fucking golden. Now we're cooking. Now we're cooking, as Gordon Ramsay might say. I watch a lot of Hell's Kitchen. I think it's a really good fucking reality show. Underrated for sure. It's just good. Again, the best reality shows, of course, are the ones that keep one foot in reality and then one foot in entertainment. Where, like, the ones that are just purely focused on just bullshit, like Survivor or something like that, just don't really do it for me. Or like, I don't know, The Bachelor always seems so fake to me too. Like, that stuff doesn't really do too much, where like Gordon Ramsay just can't sit there and be like, oh, something that isn't raw is not raw. You know what I mean? He just can't say that because people would call him out, and that would kind of be the end of the show. So, like, Hell's Kitchen is, you know, compared to the pantheon, it's funny they call reality TV shows the pantheon of reality TV shows. But, you know, out of all of them, by far easily the most, probably realistic. One of the most realistic. I liked Hell's Kitchen a lot. I liked The Biggest Loser a lot. Again, anytime they have a foot in reality. I liked Kid Nation, but of course I didn't watch that when that was happening, which would have been fucking wild on top of that. But, like, I've watched a lot of it on YouTube, and that shit's fucking hysterical. It's basically about these kids they sent out to a middle of nowhere desert town, and then, you know, they send these kids out there or whatever, and then, boom. You know, they're just stuck out in the middle of bumfuck, and it's just fucking hysterical. But it's really fucking good, man. It's a good show. I like it a lot. It's wild how that show even got made or anything like that. I would love to know more about the behind the scenes. Somebody really should write a book about that. I'm good. I have my combat shotgun. I'm much more of a combat shotgun guy than an auto shotgun guy. Pizza Boy 10 over here just fucking cutting into shit, destroying some rocks and whatnot. I do love my Diamond Hands guy. I will steal this. But, like, I love the Diamond Hands guy. Like, he's a fun skin. Also the meme, of course. I do have, actually, this guy as a little action figure. I have been irresponsible spending money with collectibles and shit. In the past, at least. I don't think I'm really big into collectibles anymore. You know, if you look at the background, there's already a bunch of them out there. So, yeah, I think my days of collecting stuff just for the sake of collecting, it's pretty much over. Like, after I have like 2 shelves. I have the shelf behind me, and then the shelf in my room. And once both of those are filled, pretty much over for collectibles. So they have to get in now or forever hold their peace. I would like something like Lord of the Rings wise, whether it be Gandalf. Probably Gandalf. Gandalf is just such a fucking thug. I would love to have a Gandalf action figure in the background. Look at that, we got 12 out of 20. I'll keep chilling out, I'll keep getting these quests. I love the freebie quests, you know what I mean? My favorite Xbox achievements are the ones I can just get by playing the game. Like Splitgate Team Arena is literally just me playing Splitgate or whatever. Like playing Splitgate and whatnot. Oh fuck, here we go. Maybe. Oh shit. Oh my god. Where the fuck is this guy? Oh no, I'm coming. Fucking damn it. Alright, here we go. Oh no. God damn it, this guy is a Bob the Builder motherfucker from which the likes I've never seen before. If he's gonna fuck off. Oh shit. Oh my god. Son of a bitch. Well, that's our last attempt there. God damn it though. We had at least that run was better, you know what I mean? But thanks for playing with me, Pizza Boy at 10. I always enjoy it, of course. And again, we will be playing Rocket League tomorrow, the much requested Rocket League. Which I'm excited about. I'm excited to get back in the Rocket League. We definitely have streamed it before, but it's just been a very, very long time. So, you know, have a good rest of your day, man. And enjoy putting balls in holes, as I always call my streams of Rocket League in them. It's always really good times. But yeah, have a good rest of your day, man. And thanks for playing with me. I always enjoy it. I always love hearing from you guys. Thanks for stopping by. As we get back in here, hopefully we can redeem ourselves a little bit. I like to get at least one dub per day, you know what I mean? What time will you stream Rocket League tomorrow? The same exact time as this. It will be the same exact time. 10 a.m. my time. So 43... whatever time it is at your place, 43 minutes before that. That's when we'll be streaming. So the same time tomorrow as we're streaming Fortnite. So, yeah, we will be streaming Rocket League. And, of course, you can play with me, too. That's very encouraged. And we'll have a good time. We'll have a good time putting balls in holes and just crushing it on Rocket League. But yeah, we'll be playing that tomorrow morning, which is exciting. I'm excited to get back in the Rocket League. Alright, let's get into it. Ranked Battle Royale. I will say this guy has a very creepy face, like, you know, having a hand with an eye in the middle of it. Very Illuminati-esque. What time... Oh, no, okay, you already said that. I already reread that. I read it almost as, like, the Wii U. I have a bad habit of doing that, where I, like, double-check the chat, and I accidentally reread a lot of people's stuff. Because, again, I feel like a lot of my job is keeping up with the chat. At least that's what I believe. That's really what I believe in my heart of hearts. Because, again, this is such a conversational first... you know... Conversational first... Twitch channel, you know what I mean? But yeah, I have enjoyed Fortnite, of course. I always do. It's one of those games that I can play a lot of for multiplayer stuff. There definitely isn't a ton of stuff where I feel like I can play it as much as I do Rocket League. There's just so much variety, whether it be driving around in a car, riding a wolf, the X-Men abilities, the fact that I can run around as all sorts of characters and whatnot. Again, that kind of creates a lot of the conversation, too. A lot of my job is taken away from me in a good way, where, you know, when you're streaming Fortnite, you don't necessarily... Like, a lot of times it's me creating the topics by myself, but with Fortnite, it's like, oh, I'm playing as Batman, so maybe I should talk about Batman a little bit, or something like that. Also, our goal today is to get the Jaeger. We're going to get Jaeger done. That is our goal. We were dicking off earlier. It's kind of like real life, right? When you dick off a little too much, now you have to write your paper in one day. And that's what we're doing right now. We're going to try to get this. I think we can get it done. The quests aren't that bad. We just need to fuck some people up with Odin Spears, which are pretty badass. And then we also need to fuck up, I guess, some displays of Titans around the map and whatnot. So as long as we can get those two things done, I think we should be sitting really, really well. As I run around as this creepy guy, he looks like I don't know if he looks like he belongs in Fortnite or not. He is very creepy. He reminds me of that pie skin I have on my other account. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Exactly what we needed. Again, this is going to be our default weapon until we get this quest done. I'm sure there's other people around here. Yep. Look at that. Holy shit. How'd that not count? We hit an opponent. There we go. Okay, it was a little laggy there. I was like, what the fuck, man? I did my time. Vic did his time. I did my time. Like, what the hell, dude? Why are you dicking me like that? Why you put me in this scenario, you know? Not chill, bro. Alright, what do we got here? Ooh, we got a shotgun. We'll take that for sure. Oh, fuck. I need to be ready. This quest actually isn't that bad. It should be like 30 hits or something. Oh my god. Oh, fuck. God damn it. We got 44th, though. Am I still playing doubles, though? That's a very real possibility of me playing doubles. Okay, here we go. Yeah, so, yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, that definitely was not helping our situation at all to be playing doubles when we don't have a teammate. I just thought of that. Also, I'm kind of shocked we didn't get the Miles Morales, what do you call it? The Miles Morales skin, which sucks. It does suck. I really thought we were going to get that. You know, especially with Spider-Gwen being a thing and whatnot, I really thought we were going to get, you know, Miles Morales as a character, and I'm like, that would be really fucking cool, you know? And it just kind of sucks. Again, I have like a Miles Morales statue and stuff. I think I do need to bust those guys out. I think they would be cool for the background. But we'll definitely see. We'll see. I need to, like, I feel like I need to one add lights to the background. I need to block out that window again. It's letting too much natural light in here. We wouldn't want to risk me getting some vitamin D and making me get a farmer's tan on my face, you know what I mean? Okay, so the Jaeger quest, we've hit 5 out of 7. Where were we at? We were at Frenzy Fields. It looks like we're going to be going right over there. Slappy Shore 2. Let's go to Mega City. I don't know. Let's go to Kinjitsu Crossing, whatever the fuck that's called. We'll go there. Again, I think we can get Jaeger done today. That's my big goal for today. What do we have for... We don't have that many emotes just because, again, I turn off the copyright music because I'm scared of that. But I have this at least. Also, talk about a crossover where you get Isaac Clarke and... you know, Alien crossing over. How cool would that be? Alien's fucking awesome. I don't know. I feel like Aliens waters them down a little bit. Like, it is cool. I guess it makes sense, though, because, like, if you brought Colonial Marines in versus one Alien, like in the first movie, it would be kind of, like, no problem. It is interesting to think about that. Like, if those guys would have shown up in the first movie, it would have been nothing. But it's the fact that they showed up in that second movie where there's, like, a bajillion of them. Also, Alien is kind of fucking horrifying because there's no really real reason why that couldn't exist in real life and why that isn't just hanging out on an asteroid somewhere. Again, that's what they talk about with, fuck, what's it called? Like, Edge of Tomorrow's basically that plot where a hive mind on an asteroid hits Earth and then it's just game over, you know what I mean? So it'll be interesting to say at least to see what happens there. Again, I think about that movie a lot. Edge of Tomorrow is really fucking good, by the way, if you haven't seen it. Highly recommend. As we float down here is Isaac Clarke. I will say, I think his skin is one of the best looking skins. It really looks like they just ripped the model out of EA. It's like EA Motive sent the model to them over the internet or probably a cloud server or something, but it just looks really good. Like, just looking at it right now, like with the reflections and stuff like that. We're not even playing on the Xbox One X, we're playing on the Xbox One S. And again, I think of, you know, compared to the Switch, it's fucking night and day. The fact that the Xbox One S and the Switch are the same price is kind of fucking insane. I feel like the Switch at this point should be like a $200 machine, in my opinion. Like, I played Fortnite on that, and it was just 30 frames and just misery. Misery on top of misery, you know what I mean? Terrible. Terrible. Okay, let's pick up this bad boy. Yeah, there we go. We have 3 guns. Again, it's always about ammo variety for me. That's just utilitarian. I think that's pretty common sense, right? If you get 3 assault rifles, you're just gonna burn through that ammo so fucking quick. It's basically useless. Where's this chest at? Is it above me or is it below? I think it's below me. Oh, there we go. This is really what we need. We need to get that fucking quest done, so... Also, wait, there's that other quest. We have to attack the Titans with this Odin gear or whatever. There, we'll pick up... we'll place that. Put both of these guys by one another. And then we'll try to get these fucking quests done. And hopefully nobody's gonna fuck with us as we try to finish these quests. Oh, here's a truck. We can use that for sure. Yeah, we don't really give a fuck. We just need to get to where we need to go, you know what I mean? Oh, man. Oh, Jesus Christ. We're fucking running for it. We are trying to get the fuck out of Dodge right now, that's for sure. Oh, no. Hopefully we'll have enough fuel to get there. I hope we do. That'd be really disappointing if we don't. This music's pretty fucking intense. Yeah, I'll turn it off. I'll turn it off. I don't know. The engine's pretty fucking loud too, though. So kind of, you're trading one devil for another, I guess. I'm gonna turn that down on my end. Just so loud. The truck's so loud. I don't want to end up like my dad, where I feel like he has tinnitus. Well, I think he's so far gone from hearing things that he's just deaf at this point. Like he doesn't even have tinnitus. Oh shit. Alright, here we go. Oh no. Son of a bitch. We can make it. We still have 600 health, supposedly. Supposedly. Oh man, we're like the goddamn Duke boys right now. Just fucking going for it. I have a 400 HP and a dream right now to get this fucking Titan quest done. Alright, come on, baby. Come on, man. Oh shit, here we go, here we go. There we go. Oh fuck, here, let's get out. Let's get out at this point. It's becoming too much of a liability. Okay, so where's the closest one of these? 700 meters? Ooh, infinite. We'll take that. Slap juice gives you infinite sprint for a short time. We'll yoke up on this stuff. It's like fight milk and Always Sunny. Again, I don't know if we get to save our progress from game to game, so I'm not sure how that necessarily works. This is pretty much all I use building for, is to like get over ravines and shit. Also, I'm scared of what that scary ass sound is in the background. It's either an alien about to blow up my house like Independence Day, or it's something happening in game. I really hope it's something happening in game, because that'd be kind of a bummer to get blown the fuck up from like an Independence Day alien. Again, if that ever happens to us, I think we're fucking boned. There's no way we're gonna do anything to a Independence Day level alien, you know what I mean? That level of threat. I will say too, I'm almost about to double my followers since the beginning of the year, so that's exciting once I hit at 92. I do think I'm gonna get my hair cut, maybe go to Chili's and get some wings, watch Guardians of the Galaxy 3, have a day, you know what I mean? Just really kind of enjoy the moment, if you will. But we'll see if we get there. Oh, fuck. We gotta deal with this fucking schmuck. Is he down here? I think he's down here. No, is he in there? Oh, fuck. Wait, go fuck yourself, man. Son of a bitch, somebody's fucking with me. Let me live in peace. Now, how'd that work out, dipshit? Go fuck yourself. Okay. Is this doing anything? Okay, here we go. I'll wait for it to come back. We gotta get at least one of these motherfuckers down this round. Look at that, we got one down. Awesome. Look at that, getting shit done. That's what we do around here. Oh, fuck. Yeah, fucking suck on that. Ooh, he had some pretty good loot, though. I will be taking that. Pretty much all will be taken, really. I don't really need anything else. We'll see if I can... I don't know, man. We're running out of time. We'll just go for it. We'll try to get one of those done per round. But so far, we're not doing that bad. What do we got here? First assault. We really need healing or something. This other stuff's alright, but... Again, this could really end up pretty badly for us if we get caught outside in the storm. There we go. That's the only thing I've mounted as of late. What is up, Dark Anime Lover? We find ourselves back here in Fortnite, having a good time, chilling, taking dudes out left and right. It goes well. But yeah, what was it on Pokemon? We did beat some shit last night. Where I think on the second to last gym, if not the last one. Also, we just hit the fucking gold mine here for shield potions. But yeah, no, it's been a, yeah, I don't know. It's been a solid morning so far. Played some rounds of Pizza Boy at 10. And just chilling, you know what I mean? I don't know. Just having a good old time. Oh, we haven't scared you away. I don't know. I don't know. Whatever you want to talk about. How are you doing, Dark Anime Lover? Are you doing well this Friday morning? Also, let's place that, since we don't really need to do any more of the Attack on Titan quests. Yeah, we got a heavy time and stuff. I don't think we need to do any of these other quests. Good. Oh, that's good to hear, man. Again, because not every day is good or whatnot. So anytime we can have a good day, that's always good. You know what I mean? It's always like, what is it? Nobody asks if you're happy, I guess. You know, it is funny. There's that Heath Ledger quote where like everybody always asks you about your job or how much money you make or whatever, or your house, but nobody ever asks you if you're happy. I feel like I do that. I feel like I'm like, how's your day going? I feel like it's asking about your happiness the day of, you know. Don't get me wrong, Heath Ledger he's a very smart guy, very talented guy, of course. You know, the movie The Dark Knight, Knight's Tale. I really like Knight's Tale too. And it is wild how differently they are. And I do think playing the Joker definitely didn't raise. I guess I never have seen Brokeback Mountain, but going from the Knight's Tale to The Dark Knight is such a exceptional jump in talent. Always like proving oneself. Maybe he was always that talented or whatever, but it really, like, him as an actor really just exponentially grows between A Knight's Tale and The Dark Knight. Like, he's just so much better. You know, like, not better, but it's just such a harder role to pull off and do. Like, The Knight's Tale, I feel like he's just kind of... You up for some duos sometime? Yeah, we can do it right now, man. Let me know after this game if you want to jump in here. That's what the morning streams are for. The morning streams are for... playing together, popping and rocking. But yeah, man, if you want to just jump on right now, you can. If you gotta wait, tell me if you have to wait for an update or something, so I don't just sit in the lobby like a gosh darn fool. But yeah, we can definitely play some, man. Try to get some dubs, get some W's this morning. I will say also, I did move the Pokemon streams up by an hour, so it's going to be from 4 to 7 my time. I also think I'm only going to stream for 3 hours at a time. I feel like always by the end of the fourth hour or whatever, the end of the fourth hour, I'm just like, just so fucking exhausted. And I just think I start speaking like straight up gibberish, so I think it makes a lot of sense. I have the game loading right now. Alright, cool. Yeah, I'll pick you up next round. I don't know. I have the DMR, so I don't think I need to have like 2 long-range weapons. But yeah, no, I moved up the Pokemon stream. Just because, like, I don't know. I feel like that makes more sense. And again, like, I wasn't really getting too many new followers as of late from it, so I think you just gotta make some changes on the fly and whatnot. So it'll be like from 4 to 7 my time. So basically for you, it'd just be an hour earlier, if an hour shorter. I think 6 hours of streaming is a pretty decent amount. I don't know what I'm gonna do on Saturdays. I don't know if they're gonna still be 3 hours like everything else, or if I'm gonna make those This is a tad longer since it is only one stream, but I'll worry about that. You don't worry about that. Don't worry about the minutia or logistics of this Twitch channel. That's my job. But it is nice to talk to people about it, you know what I mean? Because a lot of this stuff, you know, you make decisions in your head, or you do make them, and it's just like you don't really have anyone really to bounce this shit off of, so you never know if you're really doing the right call or not. And it's like I can't really ask my dad, who I love and respect and care for. He just doesn't know shit about Twitch, you know what I mean? He's a farmer. So you can't even ask your parental figures in your life about what to do on Twitch and what succeeds and whatnot. So it's been a lot of like self-learning, to be quite honest with you. A lot of just trying a lot of different things and seeing what sticks. And again, I'm not even like the most successful guy nearly on Twitch. You know what I mean? What am I talking about? I have 90 followers, which I'm excited about. It's exciting, you know what I mean? Like, I have been streaming for over a year. Actually, we missed the 1-year anniversary. It was on May 17th. But I hadn't been streaming on a schedule since like February. So I really kind of count, oh my god, the beginning of the Twitch channel as like February in my head. Oh my god. Well, hey, you gotta be on a team with this guy. Oh yeah, we might not be friends. I might have to add you. I'm pretty sure I do have to add you. Okay, let me see what I can do here. My name... I would... Yeah, the Wub. I am Lewub. If you want to send me the invite, it can go vice versa. If you are one of these guys, let me know. I'll try to figure it out if I can't. A lot of these invites are from like Save the World and shit like that. Also, we have the fucking Doom music fucking blasting right now, going off. Yeah, if you, just let me know when you send the invite. I'll try to fill up this dead air here. What do we got? View quests. See, it sucks because it's like you have to complete every single one of these quests in order. It sucks because it's like, okay, the Colnos have. You have to complete all this bullshit. And then you unlock these quests. It's kind of bullshit because you're unlocking quests to do other quests. I guess that's video games in a nutshell. Same time, it still does kind of suck. Yeah, here we go. I definitely want to get the Jaeger stuff done for sure, too. That's hype. It is interesting that they kicked out trios. Like, I'm like, scarred because of that. Because it's just like, why are you kicking out trios? It's not even like it's a different game mode. Like, it's one thing for Call of Duty to kick out, like, Crank or something like that. Like, just, you know, if you have Team Deathmatch and Capture the Flag and Hardpoint and Crank, then it's just kind of like, hello, good vibes. How goes it, my friend? We are playing some Fortnite. I'm waiting for the Dark Anime Lover to enter the arena so we can all play together. But yeah, we're having a good old time, just chilling and killing. Hey, why the screen black? I think it might be for me. As far as I know, the screen should not be black. It might be just for you. I would maybe refresh the page or something like that, but it should not be black. As far as I know. If it is black, I have no idea. No idea why it would be. But yeah, we're just waiting for Dark Anime Lover to get in here, and then we're gonna fucking do some duo shit, mess some stuff up. Pretty excited about that. There we go. And then, okay, you're my friend now, so then... My Dark Alpha. Where is Dark Alpha? Okay, gotta go. See ya. Yeah, no problem, man. Thanks for dropping by. I always appreciate it. Have a good rest of your day. Is it Zane? Oh, there we go. Okay, yeah, invite the party. We'll do ranked duos, I guess. It's kind of wild. Yeah, let's mess some stuff up, son. see what we can do. I will say this is kind of my least favorite skin. I think as a concept, it's a really cool fucking idea. I just think the execution of the skin is really fucking bad because, like, when you're holding guns and stuff like that, you just really can't see what you're holding. So it kind of really sucks. Like, it's hard to see what the fuck is going on when you're playing as, like, the teddy bear mech guy. Again, cool idea for a skin. I like the one a little bit more where he's all colorful, but again, they both kind of suck because you can't see what the fuck you're holding. So like, that's like half the purpose of Fortnite, right? Your weapon skins, at least. It just seems like such a big oversight. You think somebody would have, like, play tested the new skin? I'm sure they have play testers for new skins. They can't just throw that shit out into the wild. Also, I love the Doom music. I don't know if it fits or not, but it's pretty fucking metal regardless. I was a pretty big deal. Back in the day or whatever with the Doom. I love Doom 2016. I think it's fucking awesome. Doom 2016 is one of my favorites, and then Doom 93. I've never finished Doom 2, and Doom Eternal really just did not do it for me. Like, all the ammo management and just the amount of bullshit you have to go through in that game, I was just not a big fan of. Also, if you want to pick where we drop, that's totally up to you, Dark Anime Lover. I'm up for whatever. I can pick it, you can pick it. I am going to try to get my Attack on Titan quest done today. But other than that, I don't really have any opinions or give a shit. A lot of clone troopers, by the way. I guess you could say they're clones of one another. At least the skins are. That's a bad joke. Okay, let's look it over here. Let's go to Frenzy Fields, and then hopefully we'll be able to get enough good shit from there that I'll be able to get this quest done for the Attack on Titan stuff. Again, isn't it wild, though, that Fortnite, they have their normal battle pass, they have all the Attack on Titan stuff, and they have all the Star Wars stuff. I'm shocked that Miles Morales didn't come out. I really thought we were going to see that. Especially since Spider-Gwen's been in the game for, like, such a long time. I'm already done with my Thank the Bus Driver quest, so that's how high I am, you know what I mean? But yeah, no, right? Like, I love Into the Spider-Verse. It's my favorite Spider-Man movie. And it's just kind of wild to me that it didn't come out. And it was like all those rumors and whatnot. And again, Spider-Gwen's been around for 6 months, a year? I'm not really even sure, like last season, so again, it's wild. It's wild that they would give us one of the, I wouldn't even call her, like, I'd call her maybe like the third main character in that movie. It's been a bit since I played Fortnite. Yeah, no problem, man. Again, I play Fortnite probably a decent amount. You know, it's funny, I probably play more Save the World than I actually do Battle Royale. So don't expect that much. Hey, you've seen me play this game. I have not been doing anything today, so I have zero expectations for both of us. I should be saying that to you. I should be like, hey man, don't expect me to carry any of us. I'll do my best. You know, I'll tell you not to expect much from me. Man, heartburn just comes back with a vengeance. I missed like 3 days of omeprazole, and even with omeprazole, it still kind of comes back. Just like a bubbly concoction of death in my stomach. Okay, we got some health items. I'm going to use these shields real quick. Make it over to you over at Frenzy Fields. I am coming. I'm coming like the wind beneath your back or the sky above you. That's what I always tell women when I'm like hitting on them or dating them or trying to or whatever. I'm like, and they're like, are you real? You get that question a lot, especially of online dating. And I'm like, I'm as real as the sunshine, baby. That's a line I like to pull out. That's what she said. Alright, where are you at? I have a shield keg. We can get up to 100%. Yeah, no, right? Another thing I always say, too, is, you know, there's a Statue of Liberty, and it's like, give me your poor, give me your downtrodden. I'm like, for women, give me your pugly, give me your ugly, your obese, the ones what nobody loves, the toys from Toy Story what nobody picks up. Give me those guys. I'll love them as much as anybody else would, you know what I mean? I'm in all, what do you call it? I'm in all, I'm an equal opportunity banger. You know what I mean? As long as you show up, you're willing, and you have a pulse, let's talk, you know? Again, it's not like my standards, I have standards, but they're just astronomically low, you know what I mean? Again, it's like the Louis C.K. bit about, if you want to have, you see, you shouldn't be trying to have a good body, you should just want to have a shitty body. If you make having a shitty body your goal, boom, you're already there 98% of the time. I'm gonna try to heal up over here in the corner. We will strike that guy. You're talking about how you weren't gonna be anything special in Fortnite. You just saved us right there. I was too busy healing off in the corner, beating off in the woods to help you. Zane over here, or Dark Enemy, whichever one you prefer, just fucking slaughtering fools. Ooh, where you at? Ooh, that's tempting. Yeah, I'll take that. Yeah, I'll take the blaster. Ooh, is there somebody over there? Is there danger afoot? Maybe. Maybe. No, maybe. Nothing. Oh, shit. Jesus Christ. We got a wizard in a trench coat. Or in a leather jacket. Oh, fuck. I'm down. I'm down. I suck. That's alright. We can't win them all, you know what I mean? Hardships build character. Also, that's kind of funny. I think both of those guys are wizards and jackets. Also, Diamond Hands popping up 2 times already. He's been a reoccurring character as of this morning. I guess a reoccurring skin. It is wild. It's kind of like a Buddhist thing when you think about it. All these different Fortnite matches, because you're coming back as different skins and whatnot. You're still that same player. What is your rank? Nothing too crazy. I think it's like a silver 2, silver 3 maybe. It's nothing crazy high. It is funny. It reminds me, like, again, like that's a rank in Counter-Strike. So it's funny to me that the ranking system seems like it's kind of a similar shtick. But yeah, no, I only think I'm like silver 2 or silver 3. I'm silver 2 as well. Yeah, I'm either that or 1 higher, but I just don't remember. I'm terrible. My memory is so shit at stuff like that. It would be kind of cool if it was displayed somewhere. Like, you can't even... Like, my level's here, but not my rank, which is a little annoying. Also, yeah, we got the wizard gang here. Also, I keep saying that, guy. Also this, also that. But, like, I hate how there's no audio or anything in between games now. I don't think it was always like that. I think you could at least hear the other player's screen, but it kind of sucks that it goes all silent, like a 1920s movie in between games or whatnot. I don't know, it's weird. It's just so quiet, you know what I mean? I think it's especially apparent when you're Twitch streaming, because it goes from, like, me talking and the game to just silence, you know what I mean? I don't know, it's weird. The real question is where we should go. I say we try to go out to the Shattered Slabs. We'll try to get off the beaten path. Also, it's for my quest, too. So it's 2 birds for 1 stone. Maybe we just keep dropping down in the scary parts of the world. Yeah, I think that makes sense. I think going off the beaten path might do us some good. Like, there's just a lot of... Like, it's hard to do well when, you know, like... There's only like a 1 in 5 chance if you're dropping with 5 other teams you're dropping. So if we kind of drop out in the middle of bumfuck, if we drop out in the middle of, like, Iowa in the Fortnite world, we should hopefully be fine. There won't be that many NPCs trying to fuck us up compared to, like, a California or a Texas in this scenario. That's my analogy of the day. Alright, yeah. Let's go for it. Also, it's funny because people are like, I think we should stealth. And I'm like, you know I have, like, a cel-shaded 1920s cartoon glider, or what's an airplane. If I cared about stealth, I would have not bought any of these cosmetics. I've given up on stealth, okay? Everybody's gonna know where I'm dropping, but at least I'm gonna have fun doing it, you know? I'm gonna go out with some style, some panache. I ain't all about that killing life. Killing's a part of my life in Fortnite, but it ain't all about it, you know? Yeah, right? Yeah, I totally feel that, where... Again, I think it's so funny. Again, like, there's not... I can't think of another game where I can have, like, a Cuphead glider, essentially, as Diamond Hands with a Dead Space backpack. Like, it's just fucking awesome. But yeah, no, I think people need to just chill out a little bit with Fortnite. You know what I mean? Especially when it comes to stuff like that. Like, I've had even some of my friends get mad at me because of the glider I'm using, and I'm like, just chill the fuck out, dude. Let's just have a good time. And again, if you are so good, too, you should be able to, like, persist through that. Like, that's not even, like, a major thing. You know what I mean? Like, okay, people know where you land, but if they have eyes, if they aren't Ray Charles, they already know that, too, so... You know, get out of here with that. It's just stupid. It's just a stupid argument, I feel like. I don't know why we keep getting these storm phases. It's not like, I don't even think the phases are really even changing. Like, chill out and have fun. Exactly. That's what I've always said. This is, you'll never really see me get angry. Like, you'll see me be like, ah, shit, or whatever, but you'll never see me, like, really freak out. It takes a lot, like, for a video game to make me angry. Because, again, it's a chill time, you know what I mean? Like, I don't give a shit. We could lose all these games today, and I could give a left nut. I could give a left nut if we lost every single game today, like, really badly. I'd be like, whatever, as long as we had a fun conversation, or, you know, whatever. You know, it's not even about that. It's just, you know, hanging out, having a good time. As long as you're having fun, who gives a shit? Like, you know, everybody's got to lose at some point. I mean, that's just a part of life. Like, you're just not going to win everything. It's like, you notice that a lot with younger people where, you know, when I was playing, there's that one guy who was in the Twitch chat who was, like, really freaking out because he lost that Mario Party. And, like, everybody else was just trying to tell this dude, like, to be like, hey, you know, like, chill out, man. It happens to the best of us, especially at Mario Party. Like, again, losing, you don't want to lose all the time, of course, but, like, I feel like it's always, like, some other issues are going on there, too, where if someone's getting mad at a video game, I feel like it's something else, like, maybe their life isn't going as well, you know, so they want the video game to kind of make up for that, and then when that doesn't go well, they just get really angry. Maybe? I don't know. I'm not a psychologist. I took a couple psychology courses, but, you know, I'm winging it here. I would like to think there's some type of explanation on why people would be acting that way, you know. At least you would hope that you know what I mean, there's some type of reason behind it. Because if people are just angry, then it's just like, Jesus Christ, chill the fuck out. Smoke some weed or something, I don't know. like, you shouldn't be carrying that. Like, people who freak out after they lose, like, a Call of Duty team deathmatch, like... Is that really, I just put a poster that says, where's Miles? Dude, yeah, where the fuck is Miles, man? Give me a Miles quest, put him on the store or something. But yeah, no, I want Miles Morales. Again, I love that. That's my favorite Spider-Man movie, no contest, is Into the Spider-Verse. I'm very worried about the sequel, not because just because the first movie is just so fucking good. That first movie is, like, pretty much a 10 out of 10 in my book. Like, I don't really see how you could improve it. You might argue the villain's bad, but I just think it has so much spirit and so much character outside of the villain. And I think they do enough, right? Like, I've always said this of, like World of Warcraft gets a lot of shit for, like, oh, we didn't know the full relationship between the son and the father. And I'm like, we don't need to spend 7 hours fucking seeing this dad love his son. I think we can fill in enough of the gaps ourselves. Again, I'm not saying that should be every movie or whatever, but I think that's kind of a weak sauce fucking excuse. And I think you know, when it comes to Spider-Verse, we have enough there that we don't need to necessarily see, what the fuck is that guy's name? Who's the bad guy? Kingpin. We don't need to see Kingpin's whole fucking backstory to get what he's about. You know what I mean? We see, like, they give us just enough to get the job done. And again, I really like that just because like, you know what I mean? Like, it just doesn't fuck around. That's a big problem I have with a lot of movies. Where they're just always fucking around. wasting our goddamn time. Our time is very valuable. I mean, they're like, okay, let's show Bruce Wayne's parents dying for the 35th time. Like, Spider-Verse, sure, it did that, but at least it was a twist on it. It wasn't Uncle Ben or whatever. So, like, at least I can give it credit for that. Again, I do think Into the Spider-Verse fucking fantastic. Also, here you go. Let's see if I can... I'm trying to give you my... I'm trying to open my inventory. There we go. I take that. What do we got? SMG spawner. I stole your hair. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to steal your shit. That was an accident. I'm not that big of a dickhead. I may be a little bit of a dickhead, but I'm not that big of a dickhead. I am gonna take this medkit spray though. My favorite health item for sure. Oh shit! I already have something like that, so I'll take the shotgun. I don't need much, you know what I mean? I might pick up another medkit spray just until I can get some shield stuff. We're not doing bad though this time. We've gotten some kills. We're fucking stacked in gear now. We're ready just to pop some fools, dude. I probably should take the shield. Better than nothing, I guess. Better than a kick in the ass is what my dad would always say. It's funny because I've used that quote on him now at this point. Like, I, you know, reverse card his ass in, like, certain events and stuff, which is funny. Want to do the vault? Yeah, let's do the vault, man. Oh, shit. Let's go for it. It's like we're Borderlands now. We're vault hunters. Oh god. Oh fuck. Yeah, suck on that, assholes. Awesome possum. Eh, nothing too rude. Ooh, you want that? You can have it. I'll go for it. Oh, what do we got here? I'm ready for shit to get real. I'm ready for a boss fight. Or, like, at least people are gonna know where we're at. I know there is that little, like, water tomb thing. Where we can just, like, zoom out. It's like the porta potty or whatever, the teleporting thing. Reminds me of, like, some shit would be in Men in Black. Ooh, I'll take that. I feel like a kid in a candy shop, you know what I mean? Ooh, that's Swarm? Oh shit, that is Swarm. Yeah, we'll fucking take some of that too. Ooh, anything here? Nothing too valuable. Kind of a little bit of a lame vault for sure. Like, I don't know. At least I got a legendary shotgun out of it, but expected a little bit more. Not a ton more, but just a little bit, you know? Alright, I think I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. Get out of here while we can. But we're not stressed out by the storm and whatnot. I'll wait for you on the other side. Sounds like an action movie. I'll wait for you on the other side, man. I'll get you when you come out of this storm. But yeah, we're pretty fucking stacked now. At least we have a lot of weapons and stuff. Oh man, I fucked up. I replaced my assault rifle at some point. Eh, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do now? I think that's what it should be. The saying, like, instead of what can I do? Because, like, if it's kind of close to the event happening, you can kind of go back on that. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I forgot an assault rifle somewhere, like 3 seconds ago. Well, I can do something about that right now, but it should be like, what can I do about it now? Oh my god, you gotta run, dude. Come on, troopers. Their aim is shockingly well. Oh wait, are you battling them? You're fucking metal, bro. I was ready just to abandon you. It's fucked up. I guess it is technically the same person. Oh my god. Oh, there's somebody behind us. Damn it. I will say there is a really good theoretical question. If you kill clones, does that count as one murder or multiple murders? Like, does that only count as a single kill? Like in the Star Wars universe, like if I killed 3 clone troopers, is that going to be a triple homicide or a double homicide? That's my real question. I feel like it'd be a multiple homicide because they're still different enough. They still have somewhat of a personality. Like Commander Cody and Commander Rex are similar, but they aren't exactly the same as your... Definitely not the same as your average clone. It doesn't make sense, though, really, why some of the clones would be better than the other ones, I guess. I'm not sure why that's true. I need to rewatch the Clone Wars. It's been a hot second. Again, what is this silence? What is this existential dread this game gives me? The game glitched. Oh, okay. Oh, shit, yeah, here. I can't get ready. Yeah, no problem, man. We'll pick you back up. But yeah, I don't know what's up with the game nowadays where it does that. Yeah, I'll leave the party, then I'll see if we can send you an invite. But, yeah, no, like, I don't know if that would be a multiple homicide or not if you kill clones from Star Wars. I feel like it would be. If I had to say yes or no, I think it would be, because they are different enough. They have their own personality, and even some of them go rogue. They kind of talk about that in the Clone Wars show. I definitely think long term, though, I don't think the clones were the best idea, because I just don't think there's really that much of stakes in the prequels, because it's clones fighting, you know, the droids or whatever the whole entire time. So it's literally just like robots fighting clones. Where I think if you would have had normal people be the clones rather than the clones being the clones, we would have given a lot more of a shit. Like, we could have had a lot more stories about the Clone Wars as almost like a Vietnam movie. Like, I would love to see like a Vietnam Apocalypse Now kind of a thing in the Star Wars universe. Like, Rogue One's closest we've gotten, but even that's not nearly as metal as I would want it to be. And again, it's kind of hard to have that formula in Star Wars when everybody's the same exact person. Like, what makes Vietnam and those movies so cool is that you have a lot of people blending in together, which wouldn't be blended in, you know what I mean? Like, would not ever meet one another if it wasn't for Vietnam. Like, a dude from the Midwest talking to a guy from Brooklyn, New York, especially back then, right? So again, I think we kind of lose a little bit of the spirit. Maybe of war, but we do kind of lose the spirit, I feel, of like what makes war so unique and whatnot. By bringing people together and, you know, having those interactions, having those memories and stuff. And again, like, maybe I shouldn't be taking the fucking Star Wars movie so seriously, but I think it does make a pretty decent impact on how much you care. If you see a clone die in the prequel movies especially, you don't really give a fuck, you know. We have a million other of these assholes. So, maybe, yeah, that's my hot take of the day, I guess. I want there to be a counter at some point of how many times I talk about Star Wars or do Bane impressions, or when I get really big, there's got to be a guy whose whole purpose on this Twitch, like as a Twitch follower, is just to count that stuff for me. Again, I always say I don't know necessarily if I believe in a heaven or anything like that, but I at least want a statistics page. Like, if all my shit was turned into a 2-foot wall, how far would that go? That's what I want to know. I don't need to live for eternity. Just give me my statistics page. If all my pee was bottled up and poured into a swimming pool, how big would the pool be? These are the questions I have. On the leaderboard of Diet Coke drink, where am I on that? I know I'm definitely not first, okay? I know there's those assholes would just snort that shit religiously, okay? But I'm gonna be pretty high on there. I would like to think I'm still in the top, like, 20 percentile. What the fuck? I'm just saying, I think, again, these are the questions I want answered. I want all these, I want the statistics page, man. I'm killing for that statistics page. I don't need to live forever. I just want to have these answers answered. Also, I need to know if anyone throughout all of history drowned in whale cum. So I thought that was really funny. When I was younger, I read about how whales cum 100 gallons. I have to know, like, I just want to ask God bluntly, be like, hey, has anyone ever drowned in whale cum? Like, were they swimming in the ocean? Only ever asking the real questions here. Exactly. Alright, we're asking the most important and the most real questions. again, like a whale comes 100 gallons. So I like to think at some point throughout all of history, maybe it's a pirate, maybe it's a British redcoat or something like that. But like somebody was swimming in the ocean. Oh my god. Somebody was swimming in the ocean, and then a whale did its business, you know, and jizz, even that guy drowned in it because it's like thicker than water. I need to know for my spirit, not even for me on Earth, but for my spirit to pass on to the next life. Hey, like I know I was a bastard guy. You're not gonna let me into the pearly gates. That's chill. I don't give a fuck. Whatever. Doesn't even sound like it'd be that fun of a time anyway. But I do need to know: has anyone ever died from drowning in whale cum? That's just a question I need to know. And then you can send me to hell or send me back as a cat. Do whatever you gotta do on your side of things. But you gotta answer me that one question, and then I will dick off. I will do whatever. You don't need to run one of your Minecraft servers for my eternity if you answer this question for me. But yeah, we only ask the real hard-hitting questions here. We're like a news network, you know what I mean? We're asking the shit what matters. The shit what's going down in the streets and what have you. Ooh, is that a med kit? Yeah, I'll take that. I don't know. I don't know. I've always asked like really stupid shit questions like that. It is funny though, like as I've gotten older, like, you know, you check out the shower thoughts subreddit and like no stupid questions, and I'm like, I relate to those guys a lot because I have a lot of stupid questions, which like I don't even want to answer because it'd just be fucking embarrassing. I feel like. Oh really? You couldn't even give me an item that time? Oh, lame. They gave me a chicken. That fucking blows. I thought I was gonna get something out of that. How's that even possible? Like, how did that chicken get stuck in the vending machine? Somebody just jam them up in there? Can you imagine if you went to a vending machine and like everything's normal size, you know, like you have your Diet Coke, your Mountain Dews or whatever in this vending machine, and then there's just like D6 is like a full-grown chicken just hanging out, and if you order him, he just gets bopped off the edge, and then you just, you know what I mean, you just get a chicken out of it. Oh god, we got some Bob the Builder motherfuckers, that's for sure. Oh fuck, god damn it, I was kind of hoping my gun was gonna reload before that, fuck. I was too deep, you know what I mean? I was too deep in this conversation. Again, how funny would it be, though, if you went to a vending machine and there was just a live chicken sitting there, waiting to get got? Also, randomness has failed us. We've gotten this fucking animatronic duck twice. We've gotten that other fuck twice. A lot of repeats, a lot of repeats. I'm so used to zero build that I'm forgetting that I can build. We can go to zero build if you want. Yeah, here, we'll do that. We'll do that. I don't know. I only play build because it seems like people in build just don't shoot nearly as well as, what do you call it? They just don't shoot nearly as well as the builders. Like the builder people, they can build a barn, but they can't shoot the broadside of it to save their lives. Again, the Doom music, man, fire as fuck. It's so fucking good. I'll be right back. I'm gonna refill my water. Yeah, go ahead, man. No problem. I have 2 giant glasses of water right by me. I try to get my, you know, my water drinking in during the streams. Especially since I take a shot at the beginning of every stream, of course. So then it's like I'm slowly becoming better and better at video games as I sober up. Again, this animatronic duck is just looking me in its eye. You know what I mean? It doesn't even have 2 eyes. It reminds me of True Grit. I hope you can see out of your eye. Whatever, Matt Damon, I think he's in that movie. He says that to Jeff Bridges' character. I hope you can see out of your eye, son. I don't know. It just fucking, it gets me every time, dude. It gets me every fucking time. I appreciate that low-key comedy more and more as I get older. Like, it doesn't need to be some bombastic dick joke or, like, talking about jerking off or whatever. I will say, like, that stuff isn't... I'm still not immune to that stuff. Like, This Is the End. One of my favorite movies of all time. Comedic movies and stuff. It makes me laugh or whatever. It's good shit. It's good shit. And again, they have a whole scene about jerking off, which is fucking hysterical. Like, Dan McBride's character's, like, just jerking off everywhere. And he's like, maybe... you weren't jerking off all the time. You wouldn't need to be drinking all the water or whatever. It's fucking hysterical. This Is the End. 10 out of 10 comedy. Like, really, maybe not 10. Maybe it's like a 9, but it's right up there. I don't care for how, like, the last 30 minutes of that movie, last 15 minutes of that movie, I just don't give a shit for 90% of it. But, like, again, I think most of it is really fucking good. It's definitely in, like, my top 5 comedies of all time. Like, at this point, I'm nitpicking when it comes to This Is the End. Like, the party scene's fucking funny. All the shit inside the house, 10 out of 10. Like, the exorcism of, like, Jonah Hill. Also, there's something you'll notice. Like, they say man or something like that, like, 1,000 times within, like, the first 15 seconds or some shit like that. Like, it's a ridiculous amount of, like, come on, man, or it's something like, it's really fucking funny. Like, you don't, I don't know, maybe you have to be really high to notice it, but, like, it's like, okay, man, how are you doing, man? And they just say it, like, it has to be, like, 10 or 12 times within the first, like, 3 or 4 minutes. And again, like, I don't think that's supposed to be, like, laugh your ass off joke, but it's fucking funny, man. It's really good shit. That movie's absolutely fantastic. The only thing I can think of what's close to it, or better than it, might be Tropic Thunder. I think Tropic Thunder, it's so good when they get out into the jungle. Like, but again, there is some of that part of that movie in the beginning where it kind of, I feel like it lags a little bit. Like, it just becomes a non-stop laugh-a-thon once you get to the jungle. And then when you see, like, Tom Cruise's fat suit and shit, Wes Grossman, all that shit is just fucking awesome. The Other Guys is really good, too. The Other Guys might be the best, my favorite comedy. Because there really isn't a lot wasted. Like, that, like, I enjoy the action in it, and again, in a comedy movie, I don't really give a shit about much of the action in these other films. But, like, The Other Guys, they keep it, it's very well done. Like, it's very smart how the action flows in that movie. For being a comedy, especially. For a comedy movie to actually have really solid action and then also just be really fucking funny throughout the whole thing, I think just kind of makes it a wombo combo. But yeah, it's really good. All those movies are fantastic. 10 out of 10. Again, if I had to make a list of, like, my top 5 comedies, all 3 of those are going to be in there for sure. As hopefully I can get the fuck up here. There we go. Get some shield, get some fucking assault rifles. I always say drink the shield as quick as you can, especially in the early game. Because it is such an advantage, because you know what I mean, like 90% of the population doesn't have any shield or anything like that. Like, you just give yourself 50% more health than everybody else. It is bullshit. It is a little bullshit, though. Like, if you're not the guy with the shield... I guess that's how life works, though, right? If you're not the guy with the shield early on, you kind of get salty. Also, here's a blue assault rifle. I got a purple one. But, ooh, we got a heavy sniper here, too. Oh, shit, you're going for the checkpoint thing. Okay, I'm coming. The cavalry is here. Oh, fuck. I killed that dude out of spite. I have to get rid of my combat shotgun. I don't care to, but it's not anything that doesn't really make a lot of logical sense. And I'll take that. What do we got here? Ooh, a shotgun. I'll replace that. I am scared about where this guy's buddy's at. I'm sure he's close by. Again, it's like, well, I'm not going to say it again. I'm not going to say the deer thing again. It's a bad habit. It's a bad habit, you know, especially when you're a Twitch streamer, to just keep repeating yourself like an android or some shit like that. Maybe I am an AI. You don't know that. I would like to think you could tell that I'm not an AI. Also, here's some, what do you call it? A shield potion. It is scary to think that there will be a time, probably not too long from now, where you would assume graphics or whatever could get to the point where they could look like a real person with lighting and whatnot, and then you would also have like that AI thing in the background. I do think the sentiment towards AI and like that kind of stuff is gonna like fall apart at some point, though, just because like you're gonna see a lot of people lose their. It's gonna be like Detroit Become Human if you've ever played that, where I think people are just gonna get really salty when it comes to robots and AI and stuff, because I do think they are going to take away a lot of jobs. It's very scary. If you're a paralegal right now, I'd be fucking horrified. Even if you are a lawyer, to a certain extent, you should be a little horrified, because you can just ask, like, there's a lot of questions. Instead of asking a lawyer, you can just ask ChatGPT, and again, it's in its infancy, but, oh god, imagine 10 years from now. You know, it's just going to get more and more advanced and get better at giving people what they want. And again, it is different than Google, right? Because with Google and whatnot, hello, Chaotic Crow. We're talking about ChatGPT right now, I guess. But like, you know, it's scarier than Google, because it's like, you know, if I look up, like for me, example, I didn't do it today, but in the past I have been like ChatGPT. I'm streaming Fortnite. What would be a good name for it? And you know, it pops something out. It's like Scarlet Fever, Catch 'Em All for Pokemon. Like it did a really good job with that. And again, you can't really do that on Google. You know what I mean? Where you're... I didn't mean to do that. But like, you know, when you're on Google or whatever, you're like, give me a good Twitch name, stream name, and it does, you know, poops out nothing. So like, it's already kind of more advanced than Google is. You know what I mean? Like, for those... It's kind of like those double-edged questions. Those questions what aren't... There isn't like a very simple, easy answer to. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of like doing, like, it's doing a little more than a Google search would. Because a Google search will just pop out. Almost like a numeric thing. Like, it'll give you the value of pi, but this thing will tell you how to apply it. If that makes sense, you know what I mean? It goes that one extra step. And again, it's going to be... Again, it's in its infancy and stuff like that, but it is scary to think about how far it could really go. And again, there's a lot of jobs that I think are going to be affected by it. Like, I think, again, a lot of lawyers, I think a lot of paralegals. And again, that's just what I think of off the top of my head. I'm sure there's many more jobs. I'm not even... Like, data entry. I don't even know how data entry is even still around, to be honest with you. Like, it seems like there should be a way to just automate that. Like, I don't get why data entry is still a thing. Like, no offense if you do that. Get that bag or whatever. I'm just kind of shocked that that job is still around. And again, I do think some of these jobs should stay the way they're at. Again, it's kind of like the United States. We've learned our hard lesson with computer chips, where we're starting to build more computer chips back here, you know, on the homeland, you know what I mean? Because they were all in Taiwan, and of course that situation's really sketchy, where China's always hinting about taking over Taiwan. I actually have a Taiwanese aunt. So I like to think I'm a little more informed than the average fellow when it comes to that stuff. How close? There is one of them not too far, but I might try to do this. Do they have the Thunder Spear? It does not have the Thunder Spear. Yeah, I won't fuck with that. Unless I don't... The Thunder Spear just makes such quick work out of those Titan things or whatever. But, yeah, no. So it's just like... You know, I think the United States kind of learned its lesson with chips and stuff, and we're starting to build a lot more manufacturing of that stuff at home. Again, sure, in the past, right, the only thing what we've really cared about is economic sense. Does it make economic sense to make your shoes in China and ship them to the United States? It has. But I would argue it doesn't make practical sense, and I think we're starting just to see that kind of happening and whatnot. And again, when AI starts taking over and starts doing a lot of this menial labor bullshit, or menial labor, like, white-collar jobs, essentially, you know what I mean? Like, these data entry and stuff like that. I do think it becomes a scarier and scarier proposition, and it's hard to tell how far and fast it's going to grow. It's already doing a lot of like, it's wild to me that you can say, like, one of the things I gave it once, and I've even talked about doing this as a Twitch stream with one of my friends, where we just come up with a bunch of different scenarios for ChatGPT, and then, like, you know, for like one of them we came up with was Groot being a speechwriter for JFK. And it wrote this, like, 3 or 4 paragraph thing about, you know, JFK being a speechwriter for JFK. And it was fucking hysterical. And it was really well written. You know what I mean? And again, this thing came up with it within like 45 seconds. So, and again, it's in the infancy. You know what I mean? This thing's been around, what, less than a year, really, to the public. And you think about it, every question it gets fed, and I'm sure it gets feedback like, hey, this is a good answer to that, that's a bad answer. It's only going to get, like, its power level is just going to keep going up higher and higher, I would imagine. So, it's going to be an interesting situation for sure. And, you know, oh, fuck. In the upcoming years. Hopefully Twitch streamers don't get replaced. But I think I got a good shot that I think the sentiment around AI is going to be so negative that I should hopefully be safe. Hopefully I should be safe before the downfall of man as I come over here. But again, yeah, I don't know. We got pretty heavy there. I'm sorry, Chaotic Crow, if I scared you away already. I did not mean to do that. I try not to scare people away right away. What do we got here? Purple. If I could get a purple DMR. Yeah, see, I don't know. Yeah, again, I never know how many people are actually watching me, so I don't, like, when someone, like, you know, I'm not saying you guys have to attack all the time at all, but I'm just saying, like, I never know how many people are actually watching me, so, like, sometimes when I go on a long rant, I'm, like, sitting there being like, oh, man, I really hope we didn't just lose that guy, you know what I mean? I hope I didn't offend him in some way. Because, again, like, the viewer count fucks with me a lot. And, again, I think it's a bad habit to depend on that because, like, honestly, like, most Twitch streamers, at least the ones I know personally, they do this thing where they don't start conversations until someone else starts the conversation, which I just don't think is the way to go. And, again, I always say there's two ways to skin a cat. Jokingly, I'm not actually talking about skinning a cat, Morty. But, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not, you know what I mean? There's always two ways to do something. I'm not necessarily their way is wrong, but it's just, again, I think that just, it provides too much of a space for open air to exist. Like, you know what I mean? Dead air. And again, it is hard to come up with shit to talk about all the time, but again, I think that's just the way to go. I think that's the better way to stream. And again, like, think about it in your life, too. How much of the time have you had to start the conversation? Maybe you're like a gorgeous Fabio-esque character in your part of the world, but for me, being my white, pasty white mayonnaise colored self, I've always had to start the conversation with anybody to talk with. So again, like, you know, it's just like when you apply that logic to real life, or to Twitch, not real life, but to Twitch and real life, I think it makes sense that, again, you should almost never shut up. Again, but you gotta balance it though, because you can't just be saying whatever. Like, I can't just be like, the dirt is brown and the grass is green. I have an assault rifle. You know what I mean? Like, nobody gives a shit about that. You know what I mean? So, you gotta balance it. Like, you don't want to be talking for the sake of talking, but you also want to be talking all the time. So, at least in my opinion. Well, it depends too, though, right? Because I always say there are three types of Twitch streamers. There's the ones like Ninja. I don't even know. I don't even watch Ninja. So maybe he is the third type. But there's the guys who are stupidly good at a video game. The guys that are just like MLG, God tier, Fortnite players, or whatever. I just realized that I'm taking some of your kills. I don't care, man. I'm here for the ride. You know what I mean? I don't give a shit. We're having a good time. We're killing people. I'm just happy that we just didn't get fucking ruined in the very beginning. Because we were... I'm not saying it's your fault or my fault, but we were definitely... Like, I was getting our ass kicked. We were getting fucking destroyed. Even me and Pizza Boy at 10 were struggling. So I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? At least at least you're pointing that out. A lot of people won't even point that out. Oh, God. So, yeah, the three types of Twitch streamers. You got people like me who never shut up, the conversationalists, the people that are, it's all about the conversation, you know what I mean? It's about talking about how many toddlers I could take in a fight, or, I don't know, deeper shit than that. Or, like, me taking a shit off the Empire State Building, which, honestly, is one of my, like, all-time goals in life. As a very old man, I'm not going to do it when I'm young and I need to have a good face, you know, in the public. Like, whether it be the apocalypse or society in 2080, I do fully intend, maybe not in 2080, how old would I be? I'd be 84. I guess I hopefully I'd still be alive, but I definitely want to take a dump off the Empire State Building. And if it lands on someone, it does. We could call that a headshot, a brown shot. We could call that a brown shot. I'll eat a lot of corn before I take this weep of faith. Is it a weep of faith? It's a dump of faith. It's a dump of... It's a dump of faith. Again, I have a couple goals in my life, alright? One of them, take a shit off the Empire State Building. A dump of faith, if you will. The other one is to have a bunch of genetically engineered Ewoks in my backyard, which I feed McDonald's so they get morbidly obese. You know, like I want like just a thick, like their BMIs are already like 300, but I want to, I want to push it to the limit. Like I want them to be like almost like hamsters. I'd be a shitty Ewok owner in my world where hamsters only live for like 2 years at a time. I like to think the Ewoks would live for at least 10, if not more. But like my Ewoks wouldn't, because I'm just feeding them McDonald's. Like I feed them exclusively Big Macs or whatever. But I also want them the fat Ewoks. Yeah, exactly. And I want them to also make a shitty alcohol, which I want to be called Wubshine. Like I want them, but it sucks though. It's not good. It's a very poor quality alcohol they make for me. And then also the last thing I ask from these guys, and again, I'll feed them. I'm gonna hang out with them every day. The second I hit 80 and I have these Ewoks, I'm not gonna be streaming. I'm not gonna be doing dick all. If I have a wife, great. If I have kids, they can hang out with me with my Ewoks, but it's gonna be like, other than that, I don't give a fuck, you know what I mean? But the last thing is, I want them to build shitty statues to me, like really, like kindergarten level stuff. I want them to build these statues like really, like being a monument to me, but they're just really shit. They're just really fucking bad. Again, that's my all-time goal. Like, if I get Ewoks, fat Ewoks, I'm gonna call them Ewoks now, based off Chaotic Crow's message. Ooh, I'm gonna pick up one of those though, for sure. That, you know what I mean? I would want, ooh, that's, yeah, combat shotgun. Best shotgun in the game right now. But yeah, that's like my all-time goal. I would abandon a lot of, like, I would abandon my family. Honestly, if you're like, hey, we have a ranch down in Mexico with these Ewoks, and it's like a log cabin. Maybe you give me an Xbox 360 so I can, I don't know. Give me like just one modern console where I can stream Netflix and stuff, Hulu, and I just gotta hang out with these Ewoks all day. I might be doing that, I don't know. Maybe Spotify too, because I'm still gonna have to go grocery shopping and do that mundane bullshit. So that stuff is still gonna be definitely happening too. I don't want to be doing that, of course. It's taking away from my valuable Ewok time, but just being real and practically, you won't be able to spend all your time with these. Even in my fantasy, look at that. I'm ripping my own fantasy apart. Or I'm like, even in my own perfect, it's like Dwight Schrute when he's like, his fantasy is to be like, what, the manager of hell? Like the assistant manager in hell. He's not even the manager in hell. He has to like go talk to Satan or whatever to raise the prices. That's like what I'm doing to myself right now, where I'm like, even in my own fantasy, I just can't even hang out with the Ewoks all the time. Maybe there's some like mental health thing there or something. I like to think there would be some type of, oh fuck, oh shit, office pop. Also, we need to go. We need to get out of here. No. But that's funny to me. I just turned my dream into the Dwight Schrute thing. I do think the Dwight Schrute thing is really fucking funny though. That's a really good joke. That Dwight, even in his own magical fantasy, he can't even do whatever he wants. Other than that, I guess anything else I really want to get done in my life, like, I would like to make a video game at some point. That's a really big goal. That's a really, I don't know. That's something I've always really wanted to do. Like, I have all these action figures behind me, these statues and stuff. And I've always wanted one of them to be something I made. And, like, it's not all about that. It's not all about the glory or whatever. I have a lot of ideas and stuff like that for video games. And it's like, I don't even share a lot of them on here just because I hope someday to make some of them. I'm sure I won't make all of them. I think that's just kind of a thing. I'm not a creator. I've never made a video game or whatever. But I think that's a common thing where I feel like a lot of creators probably don't get to make everything they want. Especially game development guys, because like it takes like what, 2 to 3 years minimum to make a game, and that's assuming you have help, like if there's another developer helping you out. Again, I'm sure there's a lot of times where they don't even get to do that. You know what I mean? So like, I just think that's probably a very common thread. I think almost a good way to go about it is kind of the like Quentin Tarantino thing, where he's like, I'm only gonna make 10 movies, quote unquote. Again, is he gonna stick to that? I have no idea. But I like that idea of being like, I'm gonna make 10 movies but are fucking awesome. Also, you were talking about kills you stole from me. You got 9 kills right now. You're just absolutely fucking killing it. You should be the streamer. But you know what I mean? I just think that's probably a very common thing with creators and whatnot. They just, Oh man, oh shit. This is where zero build is really bad, since we can't just build a ramp up. I feel like this is like the biggest everyday boring difference you'll see. It is interesting though, like I wonder if someone like Steven Spielberg will ever be satisfied, because that guy's done like 1,000 things at this point. I do stream. Oh, there you go. I'll have to, here, I'll follow you. I'll see if I can click on my name and do that here from here. Yeah, look at that. You just got a new follower. Boom. What's up? But, again, I always love making that joke, too, though. Regardless if people stream or not. Oh, goddamn. We got too greedy, man. We got too greedy. But, yeah, no, I always try to pay it forward. You know what I mean? I can't promise you I'll drop by a lot. Honestly, after I'm done, like on these days where I stream 6 hours, like I really, yeah, we did get too greedy. They're gonna write a chapter in the Bible about us. But yeah, no, I these days especially, like you're not gonna really catch me on a Twitch stream on Wednesday or Friday, just because again I'm streaming for like 6 hours. I'm pretty much dead. I usually go pretty much straight to bed after my streams if I can. Because I really struggle getting to sleep. When I tell you guys, like, you know, when you guys are going to bed or whatever, like, get some sleep, I really do mean it. Like, last night, it took me, like, 3 or 4 hours to get to sleep. And there's a lot of times I'm just laying there, you know what I mean? It really doesn't make a lot of sense for me to, like, stay up for eternity. And then, like, you know, because, like you know, I try to get up at, like, 7 a.m. for the stream. So it's, like, it doesn't make a lot of sense for me to stay up too much later than when the night stream ends. I guess I did shave an hour off of it, so hopefully it'll flow a little bit better. Maybe I'll just stay up and do something. But again, like a lot of times, so I'm just literally just sitting there wide awake. And it's very frustrating. Bipolar kind of makes it worse too. I do feel I'm a little worried because I think I have gained a little too much weight. It was a good match, but we got greedy. Again, there is that point. I always say if you have blue weapons and decent healing items, I think you're fine at that point. You know what I mean? I think you can get away with that. That's like when I say that's the earliest to end it. Yeah, we'll go to where you want to go. But, yeah, no, I always say if you can get blue weapons, a good shield item, and a good, like, med kit spray, and, like, 3 jars of health potion, and then 3 blue weapons, I think you're sick and golden. But, yeah, we did get too greedy, and then we just got. Again, it is funny, though. It is, like, a huge difference. That's kind of the biggest difference immediate, what always comes to mind with zero build versus build. It's just the fact that, you know, like when we get stuck in a ravine like that, you're kind of fucked. So, like, in build, of course, you can always build your way out of there. I had 2 guns and 3 different healing items. Interesting. I've always wished that that's very important. But I always think about that too. I wish Fortnite had like 6 slots where I could have 3 weapons, 2 healing items, and then 1 piece of gear. I think 6 would be. Again, if I ever become a big enough streamer to, like, change the tide in something, I want to be like, hey, I think Fortnite should have 6 items. I've been saying that forever. I think it makes sense. I think that's the perfect balance, especially because there's, like, 2 different healing things. Right, of course, there's health and potions. Or health and shield or whatnot. So, like, I definitely think that should totally be a thing, if that makes sense. I'm not just repeating myself. Also, this guy looks horrifying. Oh, wait, I had 2 heals, 2 guns, and a lightsaber. Oh, that's good, though. The lightsaber's pretty fucking awesome. I'm not that good with it, but it is a lot of fun to use. And I love that, again, I think it's what makes Fortnite so special, is that you're running around with a fucking lightsaber. Possibly as, like, you know, Kratos or Master... Like, seeing Master Chief with a lightsaber would be fucking awesome. I definitely think next season of Fortnite... Because, don't get me wrong, I'm sure Fortnite's still going to win a lot of the elections and whatnot. I'm definitely going to be playing on my PlayStation account, so I can see those other skins. It sucks with when you're with Fortnite accounts on Xbox and PlayStation, because if you fuck up the initial connection, then like you have to have 2 separate accounts, and I fucked it up. So I have 2 Fortnite accounts, and the other one has a lot of cool skins I have, but I really like. But I just, you know, we're playing on the Xbox one right now. I will say I was really proud of myself. For the PlayStation one, I bought Master Chief, so there was something special about running around on my PS5 as Master Chief in Fortnite. I don't know, it was weird. Again, Kratos hasn't come back in a very long time, so I'm going to try to get him on this account, so I'll be playing as Kratos, you know, on my Xbox, which I think would be really fucking funny. Oh my god. Oh, I'm down. I'm down. Don't worry about me. Don't worry about me. Oh, I don't know. He's in combat with somebody else. Oh no. Oh no. He's coming. He's coming. Yeah, be ready. Be prepared. I don't want you to die on my accord. Also, I got Titanfall 2 for $3 today. It's funny, it's one of those games I own on PlayStation and Xbox already. But I'm still an achievement whore at heart, so I bought it for it's $3, and then I could get the Steam achievements and whatnot. My goal at some point is to get like 1 million gamer score. So that doesn't really mean much, so I've kind of changed it at this point where it's more like 2.5 million. Like 2.5 million true achievement score would basically it gives the points in games is not rewarded just off like what the developer gives you. It's based off of the rarity of the achievement, like compared to the other players who would own it. So I take that much more as the number I'm going for rather than just straight up Xbox achievements. That's how I can kind of justify spending so much time and save the world and stuff like that. Again, it's like something I do as a light hobby. Again, there were so many of those. I think Xbox finally did ban them, but there's all those piece of shit games which, oh my god, are like easy platinums and stuff, and it's just kind of sad at a certain point because I was in a fair amount of Facebook groups of like a platinum trophy club. And in the beginning, it was really cool because people would be like, "Oh, I just platinumed Uncharted" or something like that, and then it just became a thing where people were just platinuming there's that one developer like Podme or whatever the fuck it's called. Like with the little dog or whatever, and that guy just makes all these like $2 games that take like 5 minutes to fucking platinum, and it just kind of killed the hobby for me. Again, and I wasn't even, oh my god, like even initially I wasn't super even opposed to those games, but I'd be like 2 or 3 of them. And I was like, you know what, this is killing the hobby for me. And I don't think achievement hunting has really recovered since that. Again, like most of my game time nowadays with single player, well, pretty much all my game time with single player stuff is here on Switch. I got deleted. Yeah, dude, they were not fucking around. Yeah, oh my god, they play a lot of this. That's fucking insane. Are you saying I got deleted like you just got wiped out there? Or did your account get deleted? Bro has 30. Yeah, that guy does not fuck around. That guy is way better than I am. Like, I play a decent amount of Fortnite. I don't really play Battle Royale anymore. It's kind of sad. I had this group I was really playing with. And I just, I felt bad. Like there was a big falling out. One of the guys, okay, so it's this girl and her husband, and then there was this other couple. And I was friends with all of them, right? And then the guy ended up, they got a divorce, and he was kind of an asshole. He was a big piece of shit. My character, okay. See, that's good to know. Again, it's funny, with all the streaming I do, you think I would be able to be able to read text and stuff better, get what you're talking. That's what I thought, I guess. I was just making sure. But, I used to play with these guys. They're kind of the guys who got me into Fortnite in the first place. And then the guy, my initial friend, who's kind of my longest friend out of the group, he, punched his wife in the throat and during the divorce and shit, and tried taking the vehicle from her and stuff. And it's just he was one of my really good friends, and it was a wild time in my life because I used to kind of go there on a bi-weekly, weekend basis. I spent a lot of time there, and I knew his kids really well, and he was a really good friend of mine. He's one of those guys I could just talk to forever and ever. He was an extrovert, kind of like I am. But then, he punched his wife or whatever in the throat, and then I was so fucking mad. If I would have been there when he would have done that, I'm a much bigger guy than he is. I'm definitely in better shape than he is. I would have fucking ruined him. Because, that woman is a saint. That woman put up with that guy's bullshit. And it was, a thing towards the end there where I felt like I was much more friends with her and the kids more than the friend initially, you know what I mean? It was a very weird situation. And it's a shame. I do worry about her a lot, though. I am scared when he gets out and stuff. He might do something to her. I worry about that a lot. I wish her the best, and I hope she has a great life. Again, I would like if we played Fortnite again, I guess is what I'm saying, though. Again, I need to make more of an effort. Because, she did invite me a couple times. She always invited me at, the worst times, though. I'm at a party or doing something. You know what I mean? It just never lined up like that. So, that's probably, I don't know, too much of a personal backstory on my Fortnite career, if you will. The Fortnite life I've had so far. again, I always say it every once in a while. Have you ever played Just Cause 2, Dark Anime Weber? If you haven't, the party bus always makes me think of Just Cause 2's Mile High Club, where it's like a club up in the sky, like a mile high, of course. And like it's just like a dance place, like it's like a blimp where people can dance on or whatever. It's really fucking, it's a cool location. So it's like a nightclub, but it's a mile high up in the sky or whatever. And I'm sure it actually is, because like Just Cause 2 is fucking insane. Like I think it's like 400 square kilometers or something like that. I love that game. I love that game to death. I platinumed it, and it's like I guess I did platinum it. I got all the achievements on Xbox, but it was a fucking ball and a half, and it's just one of those games I could just play forever and ever. Like you guys don't want me to ever start playing Just Cause 2 as a single player game, because we'll never be able to leave it. That's like a game where once I get big enough and I don't really need to care about what games I'm playing at that point, that's what I'm gonna bust out. That's pretty much gonna be like just chatting the video game, because it's gonna take me like 80 hours to 100% it again on Steam or whatever. But I fucking love Just Cause 2. It's fucking awesome. You know what's funny though? I put like over 100 hours in Just Cause 2 for sure, and like I've never been able to get into Just Cause 3 or 4. Just never. I've tried over and over and over again to get into Just Cause 3 and 4, and I've just never been able to do it. I don't know why. Like, I love the first one with all my heart. I would take a bullet for that game. I would fight someone in a field. Like, I've always said this. If they were going to wipe out Just Cause for the future generations, I would definitely, I would fight to keep it alive, you know what I mean? Don't drink it, don't drink it. Oh, shit. We're under assault. Literally the scene from Dark Knight where Commissioner Loeb is taking the drink of vodka, and what is it? Lieutenant Gordon is telling him not to. That's a very hard reference from what we were talking about, but there you go, I guess. But yeah, no, Just Cause 2, fucking awesome. 10 out of 10, would recommend it. It's a weird game. It's odd because it's not the campaign. The story kind of sucks in that game, in my opinion. It's just the gameplay loop is so much fun. And again, it's all the mayhem and destruction you really cause in it. It would be kind of cool, because there is that, like, multiplayer component, like, modded into that game. So I don't know if we could do, like, a cooperative campaign kind of a thing, but that would be really fucking awesome. If it's just a couple of us, like, just dicking around on Just Cause. I'm going to keep my DMR. I like the DMR too much to part ways. It's just a better weapon. Even though it's a color rank lower, I always say you should probably usually most of the time go with the gun you like more. Because even if it's a little bit lower of a rarity, it's still better most of the time than some of this other stuff. Also, Chaotic Crow, I appreciate the giant squid guy you made. He's one of my favorite emotes. Oh my god. Again, the bear emote, what Pizza Boy at 10 used to use all the time, is still at large. If anybody knows about a little brown bear cartoon-looking motherfucker emote, let me know. This has been an ongoing investigation. It's been like a 48 hours or later. I love the charge shotgun. Oh yeah, that thing's badass too. That thing's good shit. Wait, where's... Oh, did I trade away my combat shotgun? Did I give that away? I must have. Yeah, I must have given my... Oh man, I was just talking about... Oh wait, no, I was talking about the DMR. That's what I was talking about. I was like... I confused myself there because I was just talking about... I was like, oh yeah, you use the gun you're more comfortable with, but I wasn't talking about the fucking combat shotgun. I was talking about the DMR, of course. But yeah, no, the charge shotgun's pretty fucking tits too. Again, if I gotta pick between a lower level combat shotgun or a charge shotgun, I'll probably go with the charge shotgun. But again, any other shotgun is like, if it's one color difference, I'm gonna still keep the combat shotgun, because that thing just fucking sways, man, even if it's common. But yeah, we will find this little bear emo. I really liked it. I'm like when one of them was like when the wub is struggling. And again, I just don't know. It might be a Streamlabs thing or something like that. I have no idea where that emote came from. But I've been looking for it. It is still an ongoing... I'm going to stop saying ongoing investigation, but we are still searching for it. The wub research team, the R&D department of this Twitch channel, is still looking for that. So if anybody knows about the little bear emote guy, it's a darker bear. It's not a light brown bear. Again, he's very cartoonish. He has like big white eyes too. Oh, that's fucked up. You're just picking him up and throwing him off to the side. Metal, bro. Metal. Oh, shit. Oh, come on, baby. Beautiful, beautiful. Look at you. You're just fucking ruining people right now. I don't even have a single fucking kill. I'm just, like, doing nothing for this team. I guess I'm here for moral support. At least I got that going on. I like to, at least I've provided you with some auditory combat. See, some people listen to a podcast, such as me, when they play video games. Dark Anime Lover, I threw his teammate at him. That's fucked up, man. That's like modern solutions require, like what modern problems require modern solutions. Human shield, exactly. That's fucked up. It's like a human catapult, like a human weapon you used on him. That's fucking wild, bro. I love that, though. That's fucking hysterical. Can you imagine getting thrown at somebody, getting thrown out like a teammate? Like in a real, you know, like a real life situation? Also, is any of these things close by? Not really. That sucks. It's unfortunate. Yeah, I see it. I don't like it enough to use it in general. I was just checking to see if any of the wooden titans are nearby. They're pretty far away still. That's like the one quest I need, and then do you get Human Jaeger? Do you get the character skin if you do all the quests or not? I think you do. I hope you do. That'd be kind of lame if you don't. If you just get like all of it. I'm sure you do, right? If anybody knows that, if anybody's in the know with Fortnite enough to tell me that, again, that would decide a lot of my motivation. I don't even watch Attack on Titan, but like, I do want to get that quest done because again, I love the cell shaded guys. Also, I feel like Epic could totally make like an Attack on Titan game which just doesn't suck. I guess I don't know about that other one, but they already have the gameplay down, right? They have 2 of the main weapons. So they could do it if they really wanted to, I feel like. I feel like that's what Epic's gonna do at the end of the day. Possibly. They might be like making Star Wars games or Attack on Titan games and stuff. In the very, very far future with Fortnite just doesn't... Oh my god, Fortnite just can't remain infinitely popular forever. Maybe it can. It might be the exception to the rule. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, it's gonna be close. At least you're at full health. I feel like such an asshole though. I'm gonna grab this shield potion real quick. Grab some ammo and then come back. Oh, come on, baby. Oh, that was so fucking close. Here, give me a second here. I gotta heal up. I'll give you some of this spray when you get out of the storm. I've always thought it's interesting how, like, the storm doesn't injure your shield, but it just only injures your health. I've always thought that was kind of an interesting take on things. It's, like, it kind of sucks. I kind of wish it would just take out of your... Hey, there we go. I got you. I got you. Also, yeah, man, I wasted all my health. All right, we're good. We're good, though. Oh, shit, I got X-Men powers. Yeah, we'll take first assault, and we'll take steady hands. All right, let's get moving. Let's get moving. We don't want to get caught out the storm again. We're doing pretty decently though. You have 7 fucking kills over there. You're a serial killer. I am just a normal killer. Yeah, no, I was just talking about that. You're a serial killer over there, and I'm fucking just a straight up murderer, I guess. At least you're gonna go to jail a lot longer than I don't know though. We probably both get life. Unless I was like in self-defense. I don't think you could argue self-defense for 7 people. Maybe there is a scenario. I wonder. I should look that up. What is the most like self-defense somebody's ever done? You know what I mean? And in the sense of like how many? I guess how many people did someone take out for it still to count as self-defense? Like maybe there is a guy who would have to take 2 or 3 dudes out to defend himself. Like a gang of people. Like, you know, if a gang assaults your house and you take out those guys, like in self-defense, like that's more than 1 dude. So maybe you could get 7 kills and not necessarily go to prison for the rest of your life. I threw someone's friend at them and killed them, and then ran someone over on top of that, on top of the Geno side. Jesus, you're just slaughtering people, man. You're just fucking murdering people, throwing them at their teammates and stuff. It's kind of like in Lord of the Rings where they want, like when the orcs start launching dead bodies over the walls and shit like that. And I'm always like, man, that's so fucking metal. That's so fucking dark. Absolutely love it and adore it. Like when you just see all these dead fucking orcs or humans. It's humans, yeah, where the humans are just getting fucking thrown over the... Can you imagine? Like, you walk outside your house and you just see a dead body just sitting there. Also knowing that there's like, 10,000 orcs or 100,000 orcs or whatever fucking just sitting there waiting to get your giblets. It's just fucking horrifying to think about. At some point, we are definitely going to do like an AI battle. I am debating. Again, I'm thinking about adding one more stream to the schedule. A free space stream. Where it's like whatever I want. It doesn't have to be multiplayer. It doesn't have to be single player. It can be whatever. You know what I mean? And I feel like that would be a good place for NPC battles to exist. Like Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator 2. Where we try to cause my computer to overheat. We try to fry my CPU. As much as we can. I will say that game's fucking insane. We're gonna have like 1 million NPCs on stream. Like we could literally recreate D-Day, which is fucking awesome. That's something we totally would do. Oh fuck! Where is he? Oh, there he is. Oh no! Oh shit, this NPC is out for our fucking muffins, man. Jesus Christ. Oh no, oh no. Awesome. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm gonna heal up. Holy shit, that was intense though. I didn't think we were gonna make it there for a hot second. That was some Hunger Games ass shit. There's so much good shit here though. We got a blue DMR in the bunch. Anybody? I guess I'll just take the legendary shit, right? I'll just take the blaster. Kick this bad boy out. What the fuck for? Yeah, no, that shit was intense, you know what I mean? That shit was getting real quick. Oh, I guess I already have a blaster though. Oh, golden DMR. Hell yeah, dude. Alright, awesome. What do I get rid of here though? Yeah, I feel like I already got range. I feel like the shotgun's kind of the better pick out of those. And then is there... Oh, shit. Yeah. What do we got here? That yeah, that's my mid-cat spree. Yeah, I'll take that. Take that. Ooh, is that legendary Slurp? Slurp is actually really fucking good, man. If you can get that. It heals all your health and... all your health and your shields. So it's just easily the best healing item in the game. Also, I'm a big ammo whore. I always like to have extra bullets. Again, you want to be able to make mistakes, you know, like Bob Ross. I don't know. I think I'm good. I think I'm going to keep what I got. I kind of like the close range. And I have the DMR if I need shit to get real. DMR is easily my favorite gun right now. I like the DMR more than I like the combat shotgun. They're both really fucking good. Yeah, we are set. We got to win this time. It will be disgraceful if we don't. We've had everything given to us. Or wait, no, I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, there you go. Again, you don't have to take that if you don't want it. But yeah, we are set, dude. We're like a freight train from hell. We are death incarnated. Incarnate? I think incarnate, right? Nobody says incarnated. Incarnate just sounds cooler. You know what I mean? Incarnated isn't even a word. I don't think that is. Incarnate. Yeah, death incarnate. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I don't know English. I don't know that much about basic language. I always say my first language is gibberish. My second one is English. Reincarnated. There we go. That's what I was trying to get to. Look out for the friend. I'm assuming they're close by. That should hopefully get him moving. Oh no. Oh shit. I got distracted. I got distracted. That's on me. That's on me. I was not paying attention nearly as much as I should have been. Oh my god. Okay, that was... I thought you just died right there. I was freaking the fuck out. Oh shit. Run up on this fool. Yeah. We are unstoppable right now. You're unstoppable. I have 3 kills, so what am I fucking talking about? You're death incarnated. For sure. Death in the mortal flesh. I'm like Death's buddy. I'm like the assistant to the regional manager, like in Hell or whatnot. 9. Oh, see, I didn't even get it right. I didn't even get it right. I couldn't even count right, let alone shoot people. You know what I mean? I do like using Bob. I don't know. I always joke my favorite weapons in video games are Bob Ross weapons, where you can make little mistakes. You know, like the Bison and CS:GO. Like you get 64 bullets per clip, and you just wreck shit. At least I do. That's my go-to weapon in CS:GO. Oh wait, I still have 2 of these. I thought I only had 1. We gotta be ready for the storm. I like how I said don't expect too much from me, and then I'm over here with 9 kills. Again, that's what I've always told everyone in my whole entire life, where undersell yourself, and then there's nothing you got to lose at that point. Are you good at math? No, I'm terrible at it. And then you just like do all the quadratic equations and look like a fucking genius. You know what I mean? Then you just impress people. You give them those standards, then you come in there and you just slay shit. You know what I mean? Where do we need to go? What is it? 4 of us? How many squads are left? I can't see that. Oh no. There's 3 squads left, so we're the last team of 2. That's very good for us. I had to like my monitor, what I actually used to play these games on, broke when I was moving shit around in here, because we've been like under construction. So now like I have to use the Twitch screen, which isn't the worst deal, but I basically I see what you guys see, which I think isn't. At least I don't have to like turn my head all the fucking time now, so that's kind of nice. You know, like because I'd be watching my screen to play the game, and then I would have to cut over here really hard. But the only drawback to that is the fact that I just can't see the full entire. You know, I can't see behind my webcam or the hat. Because my other monitor's fucked. It's just it's fucked up. Again, maybe too much inside baseball there for you. Let's play it safe and not get greedy. Definitely, of the other 2 could kill themselves, we'll be fucking golden. If it's gonna be a 1v2 scenario, I don't really see how the other team's gonna win that. Here, let's start like slow walking, crouch walking to the zone. We're gonna be very sneaky beaky like. We're like a fucking military operation, man. And it will be funny, though. It does make sense, I feel like, for the other 2 to gang up on us. You know what I mean? Like, we're kind of like an alien situation. If, like, aliens ever showed up to Earth, all of the world's countries would have to come together. It's kind of, yeah, it's like it's something like that happening, you know what I mean? Also, it's going to be just such an easier victory if we let them kill one another. Somebody's fucking shooting off somewhere. Oh yeah, I see something going on. Oh, yeah, there we go. You want to rush him? You want to bum rush this guy? Look at that. Boom! That's what I'm talking about. As one of my friends always said, fuck bitches, get money. Boom. What is up? Unstoppable. But yeah, that's what I'm talking about, dude. We fucking just ruined that guy. That was awesome. We played that perfectly. Like, we just waited. We did that at like the most strategic way possible. Let those two wipe one another out, then we come up and eat the scraps. The sweet scraps of victory. Yeah. Win, dude. Victory for Asgard. Victory for the Nub Pack. What am I talking about? Motherfucking Spec Ops team. That's what we just were, man. Uneffing stoppable. Or what is that Keith Sutherland's character say from World at War? Unfucking believable or something like that? There we go. I love the World at War. It was wild because they had Gary Oldman and Keith Sutherland, and they both did really fucking good jobs. Both awesome Call of Duty campaigns. But yeah, dude, we were a motherfucking Spec Ops team. We snuck up on that fool. We executed him. It was like SEAL Team 6 would have been proud of us. Like, we never got to see the Bin Laden photos, but we just took out Bin Laden like that. No problem. With ease. What do we got? Do we have any fun emotes? I need to get like the good game, well played. I think that's a fun one to do if you win. It sucks because like when I'm streaming, I just can't use some of my emotes because like I have like the Rick dance and shit like that, and we just can't use it. You know what I mean? Now I guess we'll go for it. We'll see if we can change our fate here. We're on fire now. As of late, we just won that match, of course. We just fucking wrecked some fools. Hopefully, okay, I'll go here. I'll go where you say. I'm not that attached to Frenzy Fields. Frenzy Fields has not been working out for us most of the time. I do love this glider, though. This one where you're just walking down the steps. Like, it feels like some alien-ass shit. I couldn't see your mark. Yeah, no worry, man. Also, yeah, this glider's fucking sweet. It's like some evil alien dictator would have that shit. For sure. Like, I like to think, I don't know, Thanos would have had that. That would be really fucking cool to see. Just like a giant... I guess it wouldn't be cool to see because we would be fucked, but like... Cool in theory to see an alien just walking down on a magical ramp which like formed itself. Alright, King Koala 82. Where you at? Your buddy around here somewhere, I'm sure. I'm gonna wait for this person to fucking die. There we go. I think they're coming. Yeah, there they are. I assume this is his friend? It's either his friend or another team. It is an alien glider. Oh, that's good to know. I didn't know. I'm like, that is really fucking cool, though. I don't remember, I guess. Maybe I knew at the time, but... That's fucking awesome. Yeah, I love that. I love that glider, you know. It's so, like noble. It's like an alien noble family would use that or some shit, you know what I mean? Like, it has that panache to it. Again, I do think, like, the gliders are usually better. Like, that glider, I think, works as the one that's below you, but most gliders that are under you rather than on top of you, I think, are... just a little too slow, but at least that one makes sense why it's slow, right? It's just one step at a time coming out. Where it just never has made sense to me, where some of these other ones are just not that at all. Like, you're like, you know what I mean? You're riding down in like a spaceship or some shit like that. Also, I love this American... I think it's American, like this American skin. The red, white, and blue. I always say on this channel, I may bleed red, but I also bleed white and blue. Ooh, DMR. Hells to the yeah. Let's kick out this bad boy. Put this DMR over here. And then, oh my god. Oh shit, I didn't even do that. I'm so terrible. I'm so terrible. I can't even do inventory management right sometimes. Oh shit, yeah. Get some of this good old slurp. Think about this for like an actual keg. Like just drinking booze like that. I'm sure this has happened at a party or a frat party where somebody like cut a thing open with a knife. Like maybe that's how they got inspired. Maybe they had some crazy ass frat party back in the day. In their college years at Epic. Ooh, yeah, I'll take that too. I will say this will be my final game. This will be the final game I play today. At least Fortnite. We will be, of course, back with Pokemon in 3 hours. As we continue that, I am starting at an hour early, FYI. I think it just makes more sense. And again, like with the people who do show up, I think it like you know, I think it pans out. So, but I will say this is my last match of Fortnite. So hopefully we can win it again. You know what I mean? Go out and just slay it. But yeah, I'll be back. I'll be back in 3 hours. So if you really miss me, if you really are feeling longing for some of the WUB action, you always see me make animals fight for your entertainment. Pocket monsters fight for your entertainment. Oh shit! Oh shit, that's Scorpion. That's wild. I kind of forget Scorpion's in this game. I think Raiden would have been really fucking... Is Raiden in this? I don't think he is he? I don't think he is. That would be really fucking cool, though. Him and his dope-ass baller hat. I guess that's probably not what that's called, but still really fucking cool. I do want to play those games on stream, like the single player of Mortal Kombat, because I played like half of 11 and I stopped myself because I was just having such a good time where I'm like, I want to stream this, you know what I mean? I have played Injustice 1 and 2 on the channel, and that was a good time. Again, it's pretty hard to fuck those games up. Unless you're really shitty at fighting games like I am, but, you know, I digress. Okay. Also, I feel like I'm kind of going through puberty right now. I feel like my voice is cutting out a little bit. It kind of makes sense. I don't know if you talk all the time or whatnot, but hopefully it's going to pull through. We still got 2 more streams left on the docket this week. Yeah, so hopefully it's going to pull through and I'm not just going to, like, sound like a teenager. Sound like a very young 12-year-old going through puberty by the end of this. But it's possible. Anything's possible. It doesn't, you know, just because anything's possible doesn't mean it's good things. Isn't that kind of the whole shtick with Murph from, like, Interstellar, right? Like, why she doesn't like her name because anything's possible, whether it's good or bad. That's a great movie, by the way. That's one of my favorite movies of all time. Interstellar, Dark Knight Rises. Big Christopher Nolan fan. Honestly, all those Dark Knight trilogy movies, like, are... I don't know. At least The Dark Knight Rises and The Dark Knight are definitely in my top 10 for sure. I could almost see Batman Begins getting in there. I think I probably like other stuff more than Batman. I just don't care for the kid parts. I don't think that kid does a particularly bad job by any stretch of the imagination, but I don't know. I just like all that. Every time I see the Waynes die again, like it's almost not that movie's fault just because it's like what, the second real incarnation of Batman. But again, it still does pull me out every goddamn time. Like, I'm just thinking about when I'm watching the fucking Waynes get got again. I'm like I've seen this 5,000 times at this point. Like, we get it, bro. His parents died. We see the, like, what is it, the pearls or the little beads of, what are those called? The, you know, the necklace with the little white things on them? Man, I'm really struggling today, man. I'm having, like, a stroke or something. But, fuck, the pearls, like, you know, her little white necklace. Like, how many times do we need to see those balls fall on the ground? Also, that sounds way dirtier than it meant to be. I don't care for this Spider-Man guy, you know what I mean? I guess he's an Attack on Titan guy, but he still has that Spider-Man emote. Or not the Spider-Man symbol for sound. Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that. I had to think about it. Ooh, I'll take that too. Awesome possum. Look at that. We're fucking stacked right now, dude. We might be able to pull this off again. We got an NPC. I got 2 exotic weapons. Pretty decent heals. Twofer. Can we get a twofer today? That'd be pretty fucking hype. Oh shit, I'm coming. I'm coming. Oh shit. Oh snap. Jesus Christ. I didn't even have time to walk over there by the time you murdered everybody. Okay, John Wick. We gave the man an impossible task. He has something which you don't have, will. Something you know very, very little about. I'm trying to impersonate that dude's father or whatever. The guy who, like, you know, kills the dog or Vigo or whatever. Fucking Zane over here, Zane Wick. He is a master assassin which you cannot comprehend. The bodies he buried that day built what we are now. Alright, I'm not gonna stop repeating that random Russian actor. I think he's, I don't know if he is Russian or not. That's probably a big jump for me to do. He seems like an American guy trying to do that. I love that guy though. I feel like the first John Wick is the best one. At least that's my hot take. I think like that first movie just does not fuck around. And you know me, I'm always bitching about like movies fucking wasting our time. That's a big thing I care about. But I feel like there's a lot of fluff. Also, I never really need to see anyone ever bang in a movie. Doesn't do anything for me but make me feel very awkward around my friends or family. Like, I don't need to be seeing people sticking it in one another when we're talking about The Matrix. Like, The Matrix 2 is really bad where, you know, they have the fuck orgy in the cave, and then they have that, like, 5-minute sex scene in the middle of that movie. Ooh, that's really good. You know what I mean? So it's like, I just don't give a shit. I just don't need to see that. Like, who gives a fuck? Like, unless it's, like, super pertinent, like, if it's super bad, maybe, or some shit, maybe. That's kind of, like, the whole shtick of that movie, but at the same time, like, even then, I don't know. It doesn't do anything for me. Again, I'm not saying it ruins the movie every time, but, again, if I could get away with not seeing people bang in movies, I'd be living my best life. Oh shit, you have a lightsaber. You're scary, man. You didn't even... You have like a fucking pencil, and you just like killed those 2 guys. So I'm scared to see what you're going to be able to do with a lightsaber or a heavy sniper. Also, we got this Jello guy hanging out with us. He's pretty fucking tits. I don't care that we can probably see his brain. I assume that's what's going on there. Very creepy nonetheless. I wouldn't want my brain that visible. That'd be creepy as fuck if we could, like, if our skin and organs were translucent like that and we could see through them. I feel like you would just be way more on edge. Also, if you saw someone, like, breathing really fast, you know, I'm a Sith. I don't know what I would be. I honestly... I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I would be if I had to pick. I think I probably would be a Sith because, like, fuck abstinence. Unless we're going to talk about that, like... I may bitch about banging in movies, but I never want to be banging in my real life. So that by itself is like, I'm out. And again, the Star Wars universe, I feel like raising kids is like a much easier task. I'd like to think like economics is pretty fucking mainstream. So like, I feel like I would be a Sith, if anything. If I had to pick between the Sith or a Jedi. Unless the Jedi are going to get a little more liberal with their rules about people banging and stuff. Which I think I've never gotten that out of any religion. Like, it just seems like a bad idea to not let people bang. Like, come on, as much as we are civilized, quote-unquote, we're still monkeys at heart. You know what I mean? We're all monkeys. We have those monkey brains. Murder with no consequences. Yes, please. That's kind of cool, though. You could be like a Sith, but you could be, like, killing people for a good cause. You know what I mean? Like, if you go out there and kill Watto and free Annie Anakin. Annie! Annie, you are my boy slave. Yeah, Annie. You know, if you go out there and kill Watto as a Sith, you're probably doing a good cause. You're probably doing it. You know what I mean? No one's gonna get mad if you murder somebody who enslaves people. You know. So, like, sometimes murder's the right way. Like, that's like one of my big beefs with Batman. Is that, like, I don't care for that he doesn't kill, like, the Joker or whatever. I think he, like, it makes no sense to me that he doesn't do that. Oh, fuck me. An inch and a prayer. Oh, no. Oh, fuck, 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 fuck. Man, that was a fucking bloodbath. But yeah, no, I think I would pick the Sith. I would be trying to be like a good Sith, though. I'd be killing like slave people. It is wild, though, that Annie Anningson, Annie Vader, just didn't kill fucking Watto, though. It is kind of wild when you think about that. Like, he sold his mom off to those assholes, and then he also, of course, enslaved the kid for 18, like, what, 12 years of his life? So, again, you would think Watto would have been first on that chopping block. Where the fuck are these guys? Oh, shit. Oh, my God, there's dudes everywhere. Oh no. Oh fuck, 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 fuck. Oh, come on. Oh my god, how do I'm just like missing by like a milli-inch, man. That's not even a thing. I just fused Imperial and Metric together right there. Oh, fuck. Oh, no, no, no. Ah, I fucking suck. I'm an idiot. I'm serpentining. I'm serpentining. I guess I'm like turtling. I think you have to be running to be called serpentining. Yeah, they're pretty fucking good. I would just, yeah. Don't worry about me if it comes to it. Oh, shit. Damn. Damn. We still did good, though. We still got a dub, man. Not every day we can claim that. Also, you were a fucking serial killer towards the end there. You were just slaughtering people like it was going out of style. You were slaughtering people like Anakin with those Padawans. Those little kids or whatever. I was one shot. Like, you were like Deadshot, or you were just one-shotting people and stuff? Or are you saying I got one-shotted? I'm always so bad at translating people's text to its true meaning. I'd be the worst at like hieroglyphs. If you sent me to do that shit, I would be the most useless motherfucker. They would kick me off the job site of fucking, what do you call it? Of like being an archaeologist. They would just like get the fuck out of here. I had almost no health. Oh damn. I should have given you some of my Slurman shit. But alright, man, I think I'm going to be getting off for right now. I enjoyed playing with you, as always. Always enjoyed the conversation. Hopefully you did too. I'll be back here in 3 hours, but again, if you can't make it, no worries. And have a good rest of your day, man, if I don't hear from you again. Oh, you did have heals. Damn. So I wouldn't have been able to be that much use. I got took the fuck out. I was like barely, like, I don't even want to look at the rewind cam on that, because like I just kept missing by like a fucking inch, you know what I mean? Just like over and over and over. I had Bloodlust for a bit. You definitely get in that mode, you know what I mean, when it comes to Fortnite, especially when I'm streaming. Like I kind of play a lot more aggressively when I'm streaming, because I think it's kind of boring to watch someone sit around waiting for people to show up and stuff. Like, I don't play it like how I play it by myself, and I'm playing it like how I would play the Hunger Games. Where I'd hide like a punk-ass bitch until there's like 3 people left, and then just run out there like an asshole. But alright, man, I think I'm going to be taking off here. I'm going to get some lunch and whatnot, and I'll be back in 3 hours. So, until next time, see ya, bro. Have a good one.